I'm here today to redefine myself and correct a few misnomers that were brought forth about me, putting down my personality and my character. Okay, I shall now be called Jeff I Is, the guy from Black Eyed Peas. Will I Am. If Will I Am, Jeff I Is, and of course, as you may or may not know, I is the vomit guy. Is I not? Okay. Now, what does that mean? It means that I rock to the world of seeing girls vomiting. Not guys, but girls, good-looking girls. That's what I like. Okay, but not necessarily puking on me. Puking on me would be a Roman shower. Roman showers, I don't particularly, I don't necessarily need Roman shower. I just enjoy rocking to the world of seeing girls vomiting in whatever venue, whether they're wasted, they're drunk, or they have the stomach flu. Howard once said to me, he bets my best friend in the whole wide world is a stomach flu. And maybe I'll agree with that. Maybe I need more friends, okay? Maybe I need more friends who understands Jeff the Vomit Guy, formerly Jeff the Vomit Guy, now Jeff I Is, okay? Jizz for short. That's my name, Jizz, okay? And I really would like to meet people who share my fetish, and I'm hoping to use Howard's show as a format, as a meeting grounds, where maybe people could call in and meet up with me through howardshrine.com and my website, I should say my email address. Okay.
Okay. Well, Jizz, best of luck today.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I really hope, given the opportunity, I would like to be able to make myself understood and be clear about things and not be what's the word, man up. I have to man up and come forth and not be a little mamsy-pamsy sissy boy and hide in the background. I have to be able to communicate and tell Howard what I like, and because I'm 53 years old now.
Right.
And this has been with me all my life.
You're no spring chicken anymore.
I ain't no spring chicken. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, okay?
Okay.
I am what I am, my interests, and I believe, and I'm led to believe, there are people out there. If I can't be with normal people, because, let's face it, I ain't so normal, I need to be with freaks like myself, okay? I need to be with people who are understanding, who want to meet somebody who, like, drums to his own beat, you know what I'm saying? Who marches to his own drummer.
Sure.
I'm not of this culture. I never really was, okay? I always was an independent thinker, okay?
All right.
Yeah, well, I have a therapist. I can't name any names or any clinic I go to. She's a very good-looking therapist. I go to her. I fantasize about her constantly puking. I don't go to her to say to her, help me get over my puke desires, okay, about women. I never say that. I always say that I want to enhance my thing by meeting people, okay, by meeting girls who share it. I don't look to get over anything, okay?
Well, of course not.
I don't find it to be wrong. I think that to each his own, and this is my thing. And why can't people be open-minded and liberal-minded enough to understand?
Right. Vomit is life, and the rest is just details.
Well, yeah. To me, that rocks my world. To me, there are two things that rock my world: gambling, which I do on a daily basis, and looking for girls vomiting. That is my life. Okay?
Hard to believe there's not more people like you out there, Jeff.
Well, there are people, but they don't come forward.
Hard to believe they don't step into the mainstream.
Yeah, well, you might say, what girl wants to get sick? What girl could understand getting sick and also getting some sexual charge out of it? But for me, it's like a voyeuristic thing. Seeing a visual act to take place has always given my libido some enhancement to it.
Okay, well, Jizz, we're going to let you get in there and talk to Howard.
Yes, I hope so. I hope I can bring forth my tongue-tied ways and be able to enunciate and elucidate pronunciate my desires, so it could be clear and understanding. I'm basically holding Howard to a promise he made to me 3 years ago. He was going to find me some girl. So the one for Tabitha Stevens thought I had a tiny little penis, and she didn't understand the value of vomiting or even spitting on me. She couldn't understand, couldn't relate to that. Howard said to her, could you please, spit on Jeff or vomit on him? And she looks at him, she looks at me like what? Why for? What's the reason? So obviously her headset wasn't attuned to we weren't on the same wavelength. I just was very disappointed because, the very few opportunities I get on, and then what comes after it, nothing. I'm discouraged by that. So maybe, hopefully, this time will be different.
Okay. Good luck to you today, sir.
I hope so. I hope so.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff Levy is known as Jeff the Vomit Guy. He's been on our show on and off for years, and
he's not too creepy. He's sitting in the green room, and he comments on everything that happens as he looks out the door. So as I'm coming by, you know, because I went to the coffee room, as I'm going by, he goes, and that's Robin Quivers. Like he's doing commentary for himself, I guess.
yeah, Jeff, I'll be honest with you. I was against you coming in because I'm so disgusted by you.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm truly humbled by your appearance, by being in your presence.
You should be humbled by everyone.
Right.
I saw you at the Garden the other day. I was rooting for Miami.
Where are you? Why? Aren't you a New Yorker?
No, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a native New Yorker. I'm a native Brooklynite. I root for the New Jersey Nets, who will be coming to Brooklyn in a couple of years. But there are 4 teams that I love to hate. And without those teams, I don't know, there'd be nothing for me to hate. The Knicks, the Mets, the Jets, and the Rangers. I'm a big Pittsburgh Pirate, Steeler, and Penguin fan. I've been all my life, and I grew up with those teams. Even though living in New York, that doesn't mean I have to be loyal, devoted to New York. I guess I'm not in a New York state of mind, okay?
Yeah. Jeff, you've gotten fatter than what I remember. When is the last time you were on the show? Do you...
3 years ago with Tabitha Stevens, when you asked Tabitha if she could throw up on me, she looked at you, she looked at me, she said, what? Why for? You know, she just didn't understand that type of...
so she didn't do it, right? Because she goes along with everything.
I think the best she did was spit on me.
That's fun.
I coughed up a good one. You ready?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing there,
on
Jeff?
your nipples and rub it in.
Jeff, you're rubbing it into your belly?
I try to smell if there's a distinctive, some type of odor. There is some form of odor to saliva.
It is. I had to brush my teeth again.
Jeff, what are you doing now? You're rubbing it on your rotund belly,
yes.
and you're smelling your fingers.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm trying to see, you know, there's some type of odor.
Just update everyone who doesn't know Jeff the Vomit Guy. Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 53.
Are you 53?
Yes.
You say your father doesn't approve of your vomit fetish, but
no, he's from the old school. He's 88 years or 89 years old.
I think your dad just doesn't approve of your lifestyle. You still live with your father.
I
you
live
don't.
with my father.
You've never made a living.
I know. I have no life for me.
Have you ever had a job? Because you're a bright guy.
I worked at the post. I worked for several civil service jobs.
And you get fired each time?
No. I seem to just walk out here.
You leave.
Huh? I basically left.
What did you do for the post office?
I sorted mail. Was inside work. I wasn't a letter carrier.
How often?
I worked the midnight shift. I was with all the degenerates and perverts talking about their sex affairs as they were doing the mailing.
I never want another letter.
Why did you leave a job that at least you had somewhere to go? You were making a living. Your father must have been proud of you. You were able to contribute to society. Why did you leave?
I just wasn't proud. I just wasn't proud. I mean, I just. At the time, I was much younger. This is going back 25 years. I just seemed to feel like maybe jobs grow on trees, or I could just move on, or just
maybe there was something more for you.
Something. Maybe there's something else out there. Maybe I just couldn't be constricted to a.
Have you ever been diagnosed by a psychiatrist? Is there something wrong with you?
I've gone to therapists who give me the category of being paraphilias. Paraphilias, not necessarily a major. Mental disorder, but whereas a compulsive fetish, a fetishist, someone who,
aside from the fetish that you like women to vomit on you, are you retarded?
That's a misnomer. I don't like women to vomit. I like watching it, a visual, a voyeuristic act.
You like to watch women vomit?
Period. Yes.
But you like them to vomit on you?
No, maybe, but not necessarily. It doesn't really thrill me that much.
I didn't know
to watch them vomit on me. No.
Oh, I thought that was why you laid on the floor naked and hoped they vomited on you.
No. I could just as easily be watching in the back as they're puking into a toilet or a sink or something. And
that's for real, huh?
Yeah, that's for real.
And what do? You jack off when you watch that?
Yes, that's it.
Right. Are there websites you can go to watch women vomit?
There are websites. Yeah, there are websites. Not that many. No. The one that I use.
Well, how many do you need?
How many people vomit and get off on it in terms of you say it's a legitimate fetish?
They once told me at the Ulan Spiegel Society, which was a leading S&M organization, which I was a member of 10 years ago, they said that maybe 1% out of the 1% of people in America who might be into S&M, maybe 1% has the fetishes of
infantilism or bodily fluids, getting excited by bodily fluids.
And saliva?
So you are
Saliva.
absolutely unique.
Saliva turns you on?
No, I'm not absolutely.
He's
Yeah,
not
saliva
unique.
turns me on. It's oral fixation. Yes.
Right. And so don't you think that there's something also, like, you're very odd. I notice when you talk, and so I don't know if it's a put on, but you're odd. Have people told you you're odd?
But people have said I'm unusual or different.
And they never, your parents never had you tested?
No, I don't. I wasn't tested for autism or anything like that. I graduated high school general diploma.
Did you go to college?
I went to New York City Community. I marketing major.
Did you finish?
No, I didn't.
You don't finish anything. Is that your pattern?
I seem to. No, right. You're right. I don't finish.
You can't
How
finish?
long did you hold any job? I mean,
A year at the
a
post
year.
office.
Okay.
Yes,
And then what other jobs did you have?
Well, in the past 3 years, I joined Industry Model Talent Agency. I was doing some movie extra work. I
heard that. You got into two movies.
Yeah, two movies. Julia Roberts movie, Duplicity.
And you stand in the background?
Yeah, about mob scenes.
And what do you get paid for that?
Being I'm not connected with any union, it was pretty marginal, I guess, and it wasn't enough.
So it's not a job. It's just for an exciting day. You get together.
Bank of America commercials, Capital One commercials, and backdrop type of scene.
So what do you get, like $200 for the day?
A little less than that.
What was your dream in life? I mean, you say that you didn't want to end up at the post office.
I have two goals in life. It seems like I have two driving goals. I love playing lotteries. The legitimate New York daily lotteries.
How does one get through life? Explain it to me. Without working, does your father pay for you?
I get a disability.
What is your
grant from the
disability?
government.
So there is something mentally wrong.
yeah,
with
somebody
you.
had to declare
Well,
you
back
that.
in 1985, I found that I couldn't work regularly or get along well with people, so I had to go through many
This is a great
psychiatry.
country. You see, this is why this country's bankrupt. Why are we supporting it? He can work.
discovered that he couldn't get along with
Well, there are things I could do. There are things I feel I can't do. I feel in some
What do you
ways.
mean? You went to somewhere and you said to them, "There's no way I can work," and they give you a paycheck.
Not that easy. No.
So when you say it's not that easy, you were diagnosed with some sort of mental illness.
So you have to get doctor's reports.
What does your doctor's report say?
Back in 1985, I think paranoid schizophrenia.
Is that what it is?
Well, that's not what I don't think it is. I don't really think I fit into that category.
But the doctor said you're paranoid schizophrenic.
They found they were basically trying to be helpful that I go to get a private lawyer because Social Security did not find me disabled. Okay, they found that I could be fit even shoveling horse manure.
Right.
I could do something, and I'm trying to say that I can't work regularly, I can't fit in.
But you could work.
So I could, if you're motivated or you're able to do it, and it's a whole part is being
What is
motivated.
he saying, Robin?
I love
motivation.
that. He thinks that people are motivated who have these bad jobs. No, they just don't feel like they should be on the public dole.
If you weren't on the public dole, you would have to go out and work. You would have to eat. And look at you. You got some belly.
I'm not. Well, no, I don't have much of it. I don't have that much of an appetite. I don't consider
You don't have an
myself
appetite? You're overweight.
Obese.
You're obese.
I don't know.
Look at his belly.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm.
He's obese.
I'm 5'9", 235. Maybe
Yeah,
I am
that's-
40 pounds overweight.
Right.
I am sluggish. I eat a lot of junk foods. That's true. It's true. That's true. I used to think maybe you like me, maybe you like me a little, but I know that
you're repulsive.
the image that I personify must be very distasteful to most people.
Is anyone else in your family? Was it a
My
huge?
mother is dead.
It must have been a huge from embarrassment.
Yeah, what a
It
relief.
must have been a huge disappointment to your parents. When you have are you the only child?
Yes, I'm the only child.
And I mean,
yes.
that baby is born and you have such hopes and dreams and
He
stuff.
must have been cute.
Yeah, at what age did they realize this is going horribly
Well,
wrong?
I realized at the age of 13, and at the age of 13, I was an honor student in a junior high school. But then from the 8th and 9th grade, it seemed like my grades would go from the 90. I was getting 45s and everything.
What
So I
happened?
don't know if it was the teachers or the curriculum got harder. I just didn't apply myself. I was always good in history. I always was thinking about the history class in the 8th grade, Mr. Wagner at Huddy Junior High School, talking about the Romans with their vomitorium. So I thought maybe I belonged in ancient Rome. I was reincarnated into this lifestyle. I must have had something to do with the Roman gladiators or something in a former life.
So what's going on with the vomit fetish? Just so I can wrap this up.
Actually, very little. What I like.
You never get a girlfriend. Women
what I
aren't
like,
attracted to you.
You want a girlfriend?
Yes, I would like to. My ideal soulmate would be to find some girl who's open-minded to my fetish and understanding that, you know, because she's getting sick doesn't mean that I hate her. I want to see her dead. I mean, it's not like I hate
Let me
people.
understand what you fantasize about.
Yeah.
If you had a wife,
Yeah.
you would like her to vomit in front of you.
Yeah, I would like to be in her presence as she's throwing up. Not necessarily.
Would she have to be naked when she throws up?
No, that's not necessarily. That's not necessarily true.
Someone told me you like to fantasize that you're a doctor and you put a tongue depressor in a girl's mouth.
Yeah,
And they gag
it's an
or
oral
something.
fixation. Yes.
And you want to see saliva.
Yeah,
What is
saliva.
that about? Tell me that.
I fantasize about you too, Rob. Over the years, I could picture. You know, it's a fantasy.
What do you want to see Robin do? You want to look in her mouth and see
I
saliva?
like to picture a girl, you know, saliva.
Like Robin wouldn't vomit on you, but what would you want to see? The tongue what?
The tongue, the mouth, the lips, the saliva. There's something about that that's what's the word? An oral fixation.
You want to see the
And
saliva?
you just want to look in a girl's mouth.
Would you let him
not
see
as
your
many
saliva?
not as many opportunities as I would like.
But that's what I'm saying. Just looking at a girl's mouth, the inside.
Yeah, it could get me turned.
God.
Get
What
me
is it you're looking at? The saliva?
yeah, it's the saliva, the tongue, the maybe.
Would you let him look in your mouth,
No.
Rob? Why? He's so creepy.
Because that is not. I don't want to turn him on.
Even through the glass, you wouldn't let him open your mouth and let him look in.
I need girls who are interested because they too have a similar fetish or they have a desire.
Do you want to look in a girl's mouth? Sally, come in here. This
Who's
is Sal.
Sally?
Sally is a girl who's agreed to come in and let Jeff look in her mouth. This is your lucky day.
Oh, I noticed that you got your ear pierced.
Who?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
did? Why?
I've had it pierced for several years.
Why, you
already.
want to look
didn't notice
attractive?
that.
Well, it seems to
This
be.
is Sally. Hi. Sally, how are
God.
you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very pretty. Very pretty. What? Oh, you're on mic 3. Okay. Sally, you're wearing a dress and you have long blonde hair.
I'm all women. I'm all woman. I have a nice pussy. Look.
What do you think there, Jeff?
I think Sally is a phony baloney.
What do you mean?
I think.
You're out of your fucking mind. I'm all woman. Look. Look at this asshole.
I'm all man. I'm all man.
You fucking creep.
I'm all man. I know what a woman looks like.
Sally, you just showed Jeff your asshole. You're not turned off by
I mean,
him.
if you show me a tongue, this must be the bearded lady or something.
I'm Italian.
Very nice. It could look like a female tongue. Like Angela Jolie. You ever look at Angela Jolie with those?
Angela.
Angela Jolie. With
Angelina.
Those, Angelina Jolie.
Why don't you lay down? I want to throw up on you.
I'm sorry. I'm just never would get turned on by a.
But he
by
looks
seeing
like a woman. I mean, Sal looks like a woman. Look.
No, it doesn't exactly look like Pamela Anderson.
Look at my nipples.
This is the closest we could get to a girl.
Be
with you.
Come on.
Find me a real girl. I'm not turned on.
All
by
right, Sally, thank
Tracy Morgan was being interviewed at halftime at that Nick Miami game. He said that Sarah Palin and Tina Fey were good masturbation material. They look alike. I could picture those two girls puking up their guts, and I would masturbate.
Come on, get puked
also.
on, you fucking jackass.
No,
Let's go. Lay down.
I'm not
shithead.
interested. I don't like
You're
having
a
male.
fucking weirdo.
I'm sorry. I
Come
don't
on,
like
lay down.
I don't like being men puke.
I'm not a man. I'm a woman.
I don't believe it.
Did you see my pussy? What's the matter with you? I got a cunt, you stupid asshole.
It turns
Lay
me
down.
off.
Let me puke on
It
you.
turns me off. No.
Fucking freak of
no.
nature. You're
No.
a stupid jerk.
That
You shouldn't have been aborted, you
Did your
shithead.
father ever yell at you and call you a freak of nature?
Yeah,
like Sal is?
yes.
Yeah, did Sal sound like your dad?
I consider myself to. No, I'm not. I don't want to put him down. I think he's a guy. He's a guy in drag.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not my thing.
Sally,
What?
unsuccessful.
Yeah, of course. Guy's a jerk off. Doesn't know a hot chick when he sees one. What's the matter with him? The fucking asswipe.
Do you think anyone else here would be?
Gotta do this stupid shit and that fucking asshole make a jerk off out of myself. And that fucking asshole won't lay down and let me vomit on him. Fucking idiot. I put up with all this fucking bullshit and he's standing like a fucking like a fucking chooch. Shithead.
Rejection's hard.
It is.
Rejection is hard. Could be worse. I could look like him.
Hey, nice ass, Sally.
Fucking piss me off.
Nice ass.
Sally.
I'm strictly heterosexual. I walk around the East
Do you ever
Village.
want to fuck a woman, or you don't care about that?
Yeah, well, probably if the stimulus, the foreplay would be, seeing a girl telling me she's nauseous, getting sick, and then my dick would get hard,
Something
and I
tells
would
me
stick it up her ass. Okay.
Something tells me.
You'd
Why
stick
would
up
you
her
stick it in her
ass?
ass?
I mean, I might, be behind her, and my dick would be erect, and she's bending over a toilet, and
Is your fantasy to bang a chick while she's vomiting?
Yeah, I guess that would be a better fantasy. A biological girl, yes.
Yes, a biological girl.
A biological girl, yeah, a girl that was born a girl, a pretty girl. Pamela Anderson, Britney Spears.
Now, what is this? You have a friend who's into this too. You know other people who do this.
Yeah, I have.
And you guys went out and you tried to. What?
There was this guy, Michael from Jersey, he had a website, Vomit Online, for 3 years. He had a few subscribers, not that many. He felt like it was a one-man wrecking crew. He had to do the lighting, the cameras. We got girls in different venues to do puke scenes for the internet. They got drunk. They got a little wasted. They took some Ipecac syrup.
So is this guy your friend?
He's my friend.
And he started a website. You two were trying to get girls to vomit on camera.
Yes, we successfully did. We had several girls do that on.
And he's worse than you. He likes girls to shit on him.
Right, exactly right. He's into scat, and apparently that's more acceptable than my particular thing.
So did you let the girl shit on you too?
Well, when I was with the dominatrix with him once, yes. In order for her to do what I wanted, she first had to, we had to fulfill her desires, and she said by shitting on us, that would get her in the right mood. She would take a dump right on his face, and
you saw that.
I was kind of that's not my.
Such a depraved world.
It's not my scene, okay? That's really not my thing.
Did she shit on you?
A drop.
Let me understand. Where do you go to find as you call it, a dominatrix?
Where can you go? Dominate? Where do you go? These dominatrixes are dominant. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want me to be able to stroke.
You're frothing at the mouth. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, shh, calm down.
Yeah, I get it.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah, I get all unsettled.
I'm sitting there. That's what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching the
Because
corner.
I get unsettled by the fact that my particular thing.
All right, you like to be vomited on.
Yeah, there's a vomit club in this world.
So you hooked up to with this guy who likes that too, and he likes to be shit on.
Yes. But he's
so where did you
money
go?
talks and bullshit walks. He has a prominent job.
Right.
Okay, he has a double life of Walter Mitty. He has a life, a family, a career. But
really,
his wife doesn't know he likes to be defecated on.
No, he was able to keep it secret for 20 some odd years. Now he goes on Craigslist, his profile, Facebook.
Oh, he's divorced.
He's now divorced from his wife. He's now playing the field. He's met a few women who he has many different fetishes. Okay, one of them is scat. Even though the Vomit Online thing catered to vomit, he's with the scat. Okay.
All right.
Me.
Why did you end up going in the same room with him? Because you can't afford your own dominatrix.
Right. I can't. No, that's right. I can't. I'm a very poor individual. Okay. I can't even have my own home computer.
So he says to you, "Hey Jeff, I'm your friend. Let's go visit the dominatrix."
Right.
You go there with him. He knew of this woman.
One that he
was she attractive?
Yes, she was an attractive black lady. Yes.
And you go into her home?
No, we went to a hotel.
You go to a hotel.
A motel.
Motel.
Yeah.
And what is the fee to have somebody vomit and defecate?
I would say anyway between about $250.
All right. And she was really attractive, nice body, whole thing.
Yes.
But how do you prepare the room?
Well, you just do it spontaneously. The cleanup crew. I mean, the maids are so you shit,
Right.
on the floor on the bed. So what?
So let me understand. Take me through this.
Yeah.
You guys get in there. Do you guys get nude?
Yes.
So he's naked and you're naked.
Yes.
You're standing there.
Right. Or she's telling us to squat down and kneel down.
Right. She's humiliating.
Right. It's a humiliation scene.
You like that?
Yes. But if I could be in control, not being controlled, if I can control it. In other words, I don't need a dominatrix. I need a submissive girl.
Right.
Okay?
So you said to her, "Okay, vomit on me," and she said what?
And she told me first to suck her toes, or she wanted to take a golden shower on us or a brown shower on us and do things like that.
She said, in order for me to
plead, she wanted to see him and I, close together as there's shit all over us, and that would get us in the mood. So that would get her
at any point do you say to yourself, "God, this is crazy what I'm doing"? I mean,
well,
this is disgusting.
It seemed like
you're in a room with a man naked. You're kneeling near each other, and she's shitting on you.
Well, it seemed like in order for her to do what I wanted, you have to basically
And what is it?
adhere to her needs.
Is it like a fever inside of you? Like you're like, I'll do anything just to get this woman to vomit.
It's basically, it wasn't. I basically was kind of intimidated and unsettled that this is what I have to go through to get what I want, because it was obviously the wrong type of a chick, the wrong type of dominatrix.
So when you're in a room and she begins, so now you're naked, you've sucked her toes, your friend has sucked her toes, I assume, and now she says, okay, I'm going to give a brown shower to both of you.
Yeah, because she says, both you guys are making me so sick and disgusting. I'm disgusted. I'm going to throw up all over you. You know.
All right, so when she goes to, first she has to make a duty on you, right?
Yes, that seems to be.
And where does she put the duty? On your back?
For him, she did it right on his face.
And he liked that.
Does the whole
she squatted right down on his face and almost into his mouth. Okay?
And what is he doing? Is he masturbating?
Yes, he's getting very turned. He's getting very turned.
Were you upset by seeing him masturbating?
No, I wasn't upset. I was kind of entertained and curious, proving to me that there are people out there who have many different fetishes and things.
That's what's going through your head at the time. And does the room stink to high hell from the duty?
There's a smell. Actually, it stinks much more than puke. Okay.
Right.
I could never get into it. The scat.
Right. So
which is more prevalent than puke, apparently. More prevalent. More people. More girls.
So you didn't. So at no time did duty end up on you?
There was a little.
How did it get on you?
Well, she had it. I was in a position where lying on the ground, and she basically got it onto my thighs or.
And what do you do? Do you wipe it off?
I washed it off. Okay. Just like if a girl was to vomit on me, I would take a shower. I wouldn't be.
I like that Robin's eating through this. How do you eat? What are you eating?
Listen.
What the fuck are you eating? How do you? I'm ready to die here. What are you eating?
I could have a 3-course meal and enjoy my food and you know.
Yeah, we see that. But what are you eating, Robin? Honestly,
vegetable.
You could eat a vegetable right now. Through that, there's people defecating in his friend's mouth.
I stopped listening because it was just disgusting.
Well, didn't you once say I'm a vomit-inducing agent? And you said, Howard, my best friend is the stomach flu. Okay?
You picked the right fetish because you can make anyone throw up.
And Artie Lang said when Kendra Jade was here 10 years ago in the other bill, he said he'll bang the bags right out of her eyes or something like that.
So anyway, then the woman agreed to vomit on you, and so she did.
Right, yeah. But again, that's not really my scene. I want one-on-one someone who has the fetish, who has a desire to get sick and nauseous and feel nauseous, and I'd be the vomit coach. I would be the one in control.
When the woman vomited on you, and I'm choking as I said, do you masturbate?
Yes, I do.
To completion.
Or in front of me, not necessarily on me, but in front of me. Yes, I would masturbate. That's what rocks my world.
And now after this is all done, there's shit, there's vomit, there's everything in the room stinks.
There's piss,
you guys all get up and leave.
Lord.
And you leave that for the chambermaid.
No, take a shower, clean. And we have some bags, some lining under some mats, some black bags.
The woman leaves what, right after she vomits?
She hangs out a little bit, and then she takes a hike, you know.
Right.
She knew him. He was her customer for several times, and they were good friends. It seems like you need to know someone to be able to, you know, them to know you, to safe to be around for them to, you know, to be willing.
But meanwhile, it's $250. Do you leave a tip for the chambermaid who has to clean all this?
We leave it. No, I don't. I can't leave anything. I can't leave anything. I'm a poor individual. Okay?
But did he leave some money?
Yes.
He did.
Yes,
what does he leave for a chambermaid after just shit and vomit on everything?
About $20. $20 bill. Yeah.
Is there any banging that goes on?
Well,
did you establish that?
Michael bangs. He bangs his wife all these years.
No. Did he bang the hooker?
Yes.
Dominatrix.
Yes. Part of it is you know, you get the foreplay, which is whatever the fetish is being played out, and then that enhances
and why didn't you bang
the sexual libido, okay?
Why didn't you bang her?
Because she didn't want me to bang
She didn't want you anywhere near her.
Because I was there for a vomit scene. I was just like a tag alonger. I wasn't the one who was paying the majority of the money.
Why do you say dominatrix if you go to so many dominatrixes?
I don't really.
What is that?
What I really don't need is a dominator. I need some type of freaky chick out there.
Is your life a disaster? I mean, you live with your father.
Yes, it is.
It is a disaster.
I'm a very pathetic pathetic individual. Okay?
You know that at least.
I'm a very pathetic individual who doesn't seem to ever get his comeuppance or his desires met.
What do you mean his comeuppance?
I mean,
you mean you need to be reprimanded?
I recall 3 years ago when I was here, I thought you said, Howard, that you were going to find me a girl, a vomit girl.
Getting your comeuppance means that you haven't been punished.
No, I'm trying to say,
the
getting my due.
Oh, you're getting your due.
Getting my due. Because I feel that I'm doing nothing wrong.
But what do you have to offer a woman? You have no job. You have no money. You're not handsome. You're a bore. I mean, who's going to sit and be with you in a real loving relationship?
I think I have a very humorous personality, okay?
All right.
And I do have a couple of, a girlfriend that I've been seeing for 14 years who lives in New Jersey.
When did this happen?
14 years ago. I know her.
Yeah.
But she's not a vomit girl, and she's just not.
So what do? You fuck her?
No.
So she's not your girlfriend. She's a friend.
She's a good friend. Yeah, I know you said that same thing a few years ago.
Right.
Her name is,
do you
whatever
have any, I mean, this guy
Do you see her, or do you just talk to her on the phone?
I see her a couple times a month. She lives in a residential living facility in New Jersey.
Residential living facility.
What's
wrong with her?
She's disabled. She's handicapped. She takes.
She's very lonely.
She takes. She's
only
depressed.
A girl who's lonely.
Both her parents are dead.
Right.
So her brother couldn't let her stay.
How lonely would you have to be in order to be his friend?
I gotta find out. She's on some kind of medication.
She's on Silicryl and Klonopin and all these other medications that I've never taken in my life because I don't take any medications.
Do they want
ever.
you? Did your doctor want you on medication?
No, not really, because I never stuck to any psychiatry long enough to be prescribed.
Is your father completely disgusted with you?
No, he tells me, he basically says I should, come to you.
And doesn't he say you should get a job?
Instead of being made a buffoon of,
right.
Find me, maybe if you have the power to do so, maybe I'm false at thinking you, maybe I feel you do have some control.
There's a girl on the phone who wants to vomit for you.
I would sure love to be with her.
This is Wendy. Wendy, hi.
Actually, Wendy would be perfect.
Right.
I can hear it, that's for sure.
Oh, God. Now I can't.
What do you think of this?
How do I know that's not a guy?
No, it's a girl.
Wendy's
that's Wendy.
A girl.
Wendy?
She's retarded.
I like to meet her.
She's always throwing up. It's just spontaneous with her.
I like to meet her. I like bulimic chick, or I shouldn't say bulimic chicks, okay? Because I don't encourage bulimic girls to be sticking their fingers down their throat not to puke, okay? I want to meet some girls who just maybe like to get wasted or drunk or eat too much.
Well, as you say,
I keep feeling there are girls out there, they make fetish
There are no
tapes.
girls out there who want to be...
You've been advertising this for how many years?
No, but there are no girls who want to be with a guy who doesn't take care of himself physically, who doesn't work, who isn't motivated to do anything, lives with his father. He's 50-something years old, lives with his father.
53.
Girls aren't... You know what? Everything else aside, maybe a girl would be vomiting in front of you, but you're a mess.
Well, if I can't be with normal people, I guess I need to be with freaky people who might have different perversities or degeneracies. Now, I don't really think I'm a degenerate. I don't think I'm a pervert, okay? I've never been in trouble with the law. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a child molester.
He looks like Benji, doesn't he?
Okay.
He could be Benji's brother.
I'm not a child molester.
No wonder Benji likes him.
I've never done anything wrong.
What?
I just have
he has a nice face.
You like his face.
I just have desires.
Picture him in a suit. He would look like a nice, normal guy.
I'm probably 40 pounds overweight.
Listen, it's gross, but to me, so is homosexuality.
I ride my bike every day. I don't know why I should be that out of shape. I ride my bike.
You guys have a similar look.
But when you get older, things don't get easy. It gets harder. It gets harder to do things.
To be into the things you're into, you need Charlie Sheen money, and you don't have it.
Charlie Sheen. I heard about what happened to him recently. Okay, writing out $30,000 checks and bringing porn girls over in the industry to watch his porn tapes, and he gets with the crack, the cocaine, or whatever.
Right.
I don't do drugs. I'm a real square. I never did drink. I never smoke. Okay, I don't smoke marijuana ever. Okay, I just
never even tried it.
I walk around the city. I get my rocks off. I see girls coming out of clubs, wasted, bars on a Saturday night. They're puking in the street.
Do you
always
really?
with their entourage.
Always
with their entourage.
That's smart though.
They're always with their entourage. I mean, they're always well protected. Right. I'm the one alone.
Yeah.
Everybody is spoken for, it seems. Everybody's accounted for. Their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends.
All right, Rochelle wants to puke for you. She's on the phone. Rochelle, hi. Hello? Rochelle? Oh, Rochelle, are you there? Rochelle?
Sounds like male vomit.
Oh, you can tell the difference?
You have an ear.
Yeah. It seems like males vomiting, it seems much more like they don't hold back. They have less inhibition.
Well, Robin, we found out what Jeff is all
I
about.
see what happened here, and I feel bad for Jeff, and I feel bad for his family because I can see under what he's saying what went on.
I go to my therapist.
He was a normal boy until about 13 years old.
Yeah, and what happened? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Schizophrenia.
I see.
Yeah.
No, he told us once. When he was about 11, he saw his cousin vomit.
More
No,
like
but
at the age
Yeah,
of
I'm
5.
not talking about the fetish. I'm talking about why he can't function in life.
So he had a break.
Yeah.
You had a break with reality. Do you hallucinate?
No, I don't hallucinate.
So then what are you saying, Rob?
I don't know.
I'm in compulsive thinking. I don't know.
He does, and it's not only hallucinations. It's an inability to figure out what's real, what's not.
Is that true? You can't figure out what's real and what's not?
I can figure out what's. I know what's real.
What is real?
You would have to be in his head.
He seems able to work.
I know
it.
what's real.
Again, just thinking, you know what? I'm too good for the post office.
Right.
You know, these grandiose thoughts of who he should be. You know, I don't.
Or where I
need
should
this,
be,
that,
or you know what I should be, or.
So how much does the government pay you to have this?
Right. I get to stay. I get $800 a month.
Wow.
They don't just give you that.
What a
money.
great country.
Yeah,
And I
but
get
they
this.
don't
I
just
get
give you that
Medicare,
money.
Medicaid.
This is America.
Food stamps. Okay.
He really can't hold a job. Where is he going to work?
You eat with food stamps? When you go to the, how did you get to the Knick game? If you watch it on TV?
I saw you at the Knick
okay.
game talking.
He's watching TV, yeah.
Waving. I saw.
If you go to the Knick game, can you bring food stamps with you and like get hot dogs and stuff?
I couldn't afford to go to any Madison Square Garden in a Knick game.
Right.
I couldn't afford that. And I'm not a New York fan. I hate with an intense hatred the 4 New York teams.
So why do you watch them on TV?
It seems like I love to hate it. I love to root against them.
Right,
Okay.
right.
My teams are the Steelers, who are obviously a world-class team. The Pittsburgh Penguins, another world-class team.
How do you spend
the
the whole-
Pirates, which are the doormats.
How do you spend a day? I mean, what do you do all day? Do you walk around?
I do my shopping. I take care of my. I have cats and I have birds.
Right.
When Ted Simmons was at my house, last spring with Howard in Demand, they were doing a whole segment on me. So I thought.
How many cats do you have?
I used to have 17. Now I have 10. Now I have 10.
10 cats.
10
Your father
cats.
allows that?
Yeah, they're all well taken care of. They're all healthy.
What happened to the 17? They died?
No, we gave
7?
some up for adoption. And
were you forced to?
no, I did it on my own. Feeling that it would be too much hoarding of the animals. I didn't think it was.
becoming.
What other things do you have? Birds?
I have parakeets.
It was becoming
and doves and homing pigeons.
Oh God.
What is it? What kind of place do you live in? It's a small apartment,
It's
right?
a four-room apartment.
A 4-room apartment. How many birds live in there and cats?
We have four nice bird cages, and the birds are small birds. What could be so terrible?
Oh, there you are. Who is that? Is that your dad?
Oh man.
Who is that?
That's Jeff.
That's
isn't
Jeff? Oh, you had hair then. Oh, I
That's
see.
me. Yeah.
Oh, that's you, yeah.
Yes.
That's you on TV.
That's in my living room. That's right.
That's a pigeon in there.
That's right.
And how do the cats not eat the pigeons?
They're very protective, they're very friendly to them.
They don't attack the birds.
That's Dimitri, my pigeon. That's my favorite.
And the pigeon can fly around without a cage?
He has a cage, but he much prefers his freedom.
And the cats don't attack him?
No, not at all. No, they're very friendly. The cat, like cats on the outside, they don't go after pigeons. They might go after parakeets, but the parakeets are in a cage.
And your father doesn't mind all this?
No, he loves them. He has his own favorite cat that he keeps in his room.
Imagine the stink in that apartment with all those cats
I think
and birds.
that we were told about it.
I don't think it. No, it's well taken care of. It's well cleaned, and it shouldn't stink because I spend my majority of my life cleaning up that place. Okay, on an everyday basis.
All right. Look, I can't take it.
I know it sounds like a very sorry.
So you admit to being a hoarder and.
Did someone come to you and say, "Look, you're hoarding cats now"?
I used to have a family of dogs. They all lived to a ripe old age. I had 6 dogs, all one family, all born in the same house. 3 sets of twins, a mother and a father. The dogs lived to between the ages of 12 and 16. They're all dead now. Have no more dogs. Now I just have cats and
All right. You know what? It's a fascinating life. Beatrice wants to throw up for you. Yes, Beatrice.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it just seems like there's, I don't know, no girl. And I'm sure a lot of girls listen in. I just, I would like them to contact me at howardshrine.com and
Nick, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Thanks,
Hey.
man. Hey, this guy ought to be fucking locked up, man. Jeff, do you like to eat the vomit after they puke?
No. No.
You don't?
No, I'm not into that, no.
It seemed like that would be part of the fetish.
I know some guys. I know a couple guys who said they did,
God.
but I don't. That doesn't turn me on. It's the visual act of watching someone.
It's glad to see you're normal. Let's go to Pat.
Hey, my favorite part of this interview is that you guys are talking to a guy who wants to shit and have women vomit on him, and Howard corrects his grammar periodically.
And I don't like watching them shit. Okay, I'm strictly into seeing girls puking. Okay.
All right, let's go to Mark.
Don't get him confused.
Yeah, it's insulting. Let's go to
Yeah,
Mark.
it is insulting to me because
Go
I'm
ahead,
not a scat lover.
Howard, have you eaten yet?
Yeah, I ate before he came in. I made sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, I was just thinking there's got to be some broke cancer patient. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's too much for me. It's too much.
I don't know if they'd let him in the fucking hospital, but
No, they probably would ban me as a persona non grata.
Do you
as
think
a
you're
person
vile?
not welcome?
Do you think you're vile?
Do I?
Like, do you think that you understand why women aren't into you?
I'm no more vile as Artie Lang.
Right.
But he has a girlfriend. He told you.
Artie was with women.
Yes, I do. I have a girl. Right. And I would like to.
Does
I
the
would like to meet them.
does the attractiveness level of the woman matter? Can you be with like big fat women and?
I could be with fat women that have pretty faces. I mean,
right. They have to look a little feminine.
I mean, yeah. What is it? What the girls only want to hang out with guys with money and fame, and they're all gold diggers. Okay. The first girl I ever lived with 20 years ago, her name was Susan. She was a gold digger. She also had ulcers. She would always be throwing up for me. It was just 20 some odd years ago. Okay. But
she was a gold digger?
She was a gold digger. She wanted to.
Why would any woman who's with you be a gold digger?
He was going with me and other guys too. Okay. I mean, yeah, I've had some jobs.
Well, let me tell you.
I know I'm a very disappointment to mankind.
Well, Jeff, I don't know. Is there anything we can promote for you?
HowardShrine.com. People want to sincere females.
What is HowardShrine.com?
HowardShrine.net. HowardShrine.net.
What is that?
That's a website, an email address that my buddy Doc in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, who's a chiropractor, who's my agent, who knows you, or maybe you know him. He has the Howard Shrine. Everybody who's ever been on Howard, your show, he has dedications, monuments to their coming on, and I'm one.
And that's how people reach you.
Because I don't have my own home. I don't have a home computer. I have unless they call me on my cell phone, which they're very welcome to. I gladly give out my cell phone number.
Who are you giving it to?
I don't have any girl who would like to reach me, to speak to me. Not a guy, not a drag queen, not a transvestite.
Did you ever go to a drag queen? Have you been fooled?
One time, many years ago, when I used to go to streetwalkers and prostitutes back in the 80s, one time in the meatpacking district, I picked up a girl who looked like a girl. She showed me later she had a dick, and she was a transvestite. And that was one time only.
And what happened? You left?
I left right after one time.
You'd hired her to vomit on you?
Right, yes.
And then when you saw that she had a penis?
Right, I got very turned off. In my lifetime, there might have been, I can count on one hand, my experiences with hookers, where I actually had a very legitimate, good, enthralling, exciting vomit scene with a girl who was willing to puke for I guess for financial compensation.
Right.
But she did it for me in the way I liked, where I didn't have to be.
You ever gonna wash your shirt?
This shirt?
Yeah.
This shirt is
That's washed?
Yes, the shirt washed.
And
I don't smell like vomit
shirt.
because nobody has vomited me in a long time.
Well,
I take several showers a day.
Do you follow the news at all? I mean, are you worldly? Do you read the paper?
I'm very worldly. I watch the History Channel.
Yeah.
And
I
guess after 2012, the world is going to come to an end. What
are you, a Democrat or a Republican?
I would say I'm a Democrat.
Oh, God.
You're very gross. I'm just watching all the spit that comes out of your mouth.
Yes, my father
mouth?
tells me the same thing. Well, I actually have some teeth missing, so that's see.
Yeah. Are you an Obama fan? Did you vote for Obama?
No, I didn't. I am a.
Why didn't you vote?
I think he's a very pleasant chap.
Yeah. Why didn't you vote for him?
I don't. I never voted. Okay.
You don't vote?
I never voted. I'm like.
I mean, you do nothing all day. You can't vote.
I'm like Ray Liotta in the movie Goodfellas. He's just born with a birth certificate, and when he dies,
But you think in a country that's paying all your bills,
never pay taxes or anything.
You what?
never paid taxes because I never had a steady, job.
But don't you have to file anyway?
Not if your income is below poverty.
Oh, okay.
Poverty
I don't know.
standard.
I don't know anything.
Not when the government's paying him.
I've been on disability for
exactly
the better part of 20 plus years, okay?
Right.
And it didn't come easy for me. I had to get first a private lawyer because the government didn't think me to be disabled.
I don't think you're
They
disabled.
didn't think
I
me
think
to
you
be
could work.
disabled, okay?
Yeah.
It's just that a matter of the circumstances. I had jobs, and like you said, I felt that I was better than a job or something. I didn't feel I belonged there,
All
okay?
right, listen,
I
you're
felt I
really
could move.
salivating and there's shit coming out of your lips like I never saw. You're vile.
Well, you see, I get worked.
All
I
right,
get worked.
people
up.
watch on Howard TV and see your beautiful way about you.
I'm just.
All right, listen
I guess
to me.
I'm a disappointment. I guess.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff the Vomit Guy
Yeah.
will try and get in touch with you at howardfan.
HowardShrine.net.
HowardShrine.net.
Yeah, HowardShrine.net.
All right.
If they
Just
want to actually
imagine.
speak to me, my agent, the doc, will
Hook you up.
Hook me up.
And you get work from an agent?
Yeah, I'll be a part of a vomit. I'll be a part of a vomit scene.
All right.
Be
A legitimate vomit.
a
scene.
legitimate
Yeah,
vomit. It's
okay.
not a fake
All right.
vomit scene.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, thank you so
Doesn't
much.
that sound strange?
All right, we hope to
It's
see you.
so good getting an update.
Yeah, it was so good. I was wrong. Everyone was right. It's good
I
getting.
wanted to come down to correct any misnomers about me or anything.
Ethel's on the phone. She wants to shit for you, evidently. Ethel, go ahead.
I'm hearing nothing but sound effects. I don't hear any. Right.
Like you said, there are a lot of misnomers about you, right?
Misnomers, yes.
Yeah, like what?
One, I like to be vomited on.
Right. I thought that.
No.
I'll be honest.
No. It's just a visualization to be able to see it. Doesn't
All right.
have to
All
be
right.
vomited on.
I get it. I get it. Jeff, thank you so much. Jeff Levy, for anyone who was wondering what happened to Jeff, Jeff is alive.
Yes,
He's
I'm
well.
alive, living in Brooklyn, New York.
with his 10 cats and several birds and
Yes.
homing pigeons.
And very, very beautiful animals who are very loving and
Right.
devoted.
And
healthy.
And if there are any women out there who want to vomit for Jeff, please get in touch with him at howardshrine.net.
Right, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jeff, and good luck to you.
Okay.
I hope you pull it
Let's
together.
mark this on the calendar and not get an update for another
January
3 or 4
Right.
years.
Is your health okay? You're physically okay?
Yes.
Your health
yes,
is fine. Good.
I'm physically
God
okay,
bless you. All
except
right. Robin,
I'm
do you know what?
terribly obese.
You're right. Do you want to know anything else?
No, I
Right,
didn't
all right.
even want to know this.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
Will, you're the one who said Jeff should come in here. Are you glad that you had him in here?
Sadly, yeah. I mean, it's
You
been
like
kind
him.
of disgusting, but
You like him. All right. All right. Thank you, Jeff. And that earring, you look very. Wow. How
Look
many?
at that. He's got a whole row of earrings.
You have 5 diamond earrings. Where did you get the money for the diamonds?
I had the money. I bought it. I played a lottery. So I'm a lottery player. I win. Sometimes I win. You know.
So you take the $800 and you play the lottery. Don't you need every dollar to live?
I live basically. I pay my cell phone bill. I contribute to the household, but I basically over these years I live rent free. Okay.
Yeah, and you
With
think
my
those
father.
diamond make you better looking? I mean, it's a vanity thing, I imagine.
No, how about my shaved head? I shaved my head.
No, but I'm
also.
saying like you're so grotesque. To put diamonds in your ear seems almost like a waste of time.
I really didn't know I was that grotesque. I'm surprised.
Well,
that
you have to be grotesque.
Oh, if you were
I thought I'm a
writing,
good-looking guy.
if you were writing an ad for a,
Oh, I can't hear you. I don't
Okay, yes.
Oh,
I would wonder how
no.
he would describe himself in a
All right.
personal ad.
Listen. I'm a guy. What do I know if you're grotesque or not? Maybe you are good looking. How would you describe yourself in a personal ad? Robin's right.
Clean shaven, 5'9", a little pudgy in the midsection. Not into any vices such as I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. Never once in my life lifted up a cigarette.
Would you in your description would you put, "Hey, wears 5 diamond earrings"?
Well, actually, they're zirconium. They're not diamonds.
I thought so.
Zirconium?
Zirconium.
Well, they sparkle.
They're,
But would you
sterling
say
sterling silver.
attractive? You would say attractive, clean cut?
I would say I'm not. I have a typical Jewish nose.
Are you willing to date a smoker?
Yeah,
You would. Okay. I don't know. I thought- Do you have anything you don't like about a woman? I mean, like, are there any things you'd say like you don't want?
I don't. I like shapely. I like girls who are good looking. Okay.
Does it matter to you if the girl's religion is the same?
No,
as
it
yours?
has
I
no.
don't care.
Because
Does it
I'm
have
not a
to be
religious
Jewish?
person.
Okay.
Right.
I seem to tell everybody I'm an atheist. Okay.
Right. What celebrity do you think you look like?
James Caan.
James Caan.
Really?
Poor James Caan. What is it, Gary?
Just gotta know, because I don't think we're ever gonna get her back again anytime soon. That girl that you visit, or the one on Klonopin, in the whole history of knowing her, nothing's ever happened between you two sexually?
No, we're just kind of a platonic, loving. It's like a loving friendship.
You don't kiss her?
What do you talk about with her?
We kiss, but there's. I'm just, unfortunately, I'm not physically attracted to her.
Yeah. Oh, you're not attracted to her.
I
Can
mean,
you imagine?
She's pretty, and she likes me, and she'll give me the shirt off her back, okay? And you know, she's poorer than I am.
All right, I've had enough. Listen, there's your update.
Do they,
I don't know. What do they do the whole time? I guess they talk. Do you talk the whole time?
We go out to the mall. We go to movies. We go to restaurants. We talk about our lives. She knows I'm coming on today. She knows I'm.
She knew.
She knew.
So here we've gotten an update on your life for 45 minutes, and basically we learned that nothing has happened to you in the last 6 years.
I've been I'm stalemate. Okay, I'm in a quagmire.
He's in a holding pattern.
You're in a quagmire.
I'm in a quagmire. I'm in a holding pattern. Okay, I'm just
That's
waiting.
why
I'm waiting for the next step. I'm waiting for magic to happen.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I knew there was no reason for an update.
Do you think magic will happen? Are you an optimist?
I think maybe by me coming on the radio, maybe I'll actually get some phone calls. I'll meet some people.
Do you think this coming decade will be better for you than the last?
Well, I hope so, because my mother died in this past decade. She's dead 8 years now.
Right.
She didn't die over heartbreak over. She died because she was physically sick for 17 years with a blood disorder. Okay?
Right.
Had nothing to do with me.
Well, just
She
buy
had gotten
another.
over her heartbreak.
Get another pigeon.
Well,
You got room
my
now.
pigeons are my sanctuary. They are the saviors. My animals are my saviors. Okay, they provide me companionship and.
Did you ever see your mother vomit?
And friendship. When I was young, yeah, I did.
Did you ever jerk off watching your mother vomit?
No. I was.
What about when your cats vomit? You know, because sometimes they'll get hairball.
You don't dig that?
They do it, but it just doesn't turn me on.
Thank you. All right, Jeff, listen, I'm glad I got this update.
Yes.
I'm glad that I learned nothing. Nothing has changed since the last update.
I know I'm not a highbrow personality.
Well, listen, we love you.
You're a big star here.
Yeah, you're our big star.
Well, thank you.
You know what I mean?
I worship you, too.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff the Vomit Guy, Jeff the Vomit Guy Levy, who is not...
Jeff I is, or Jizz.
Right.
Will I am. I'm his half-brother, Jeff I is.
See you in... let's book him back for 2022. All right? We'll see you in 2022. Thank you, Jeff. There he goes with his cubic zirconium earrings. Wow.
Jeff,
yes.
Do you consider that a successful appearance? Did you, do you feel as though you cleared up those misnomers?
I think I got to say I don't need a face mask. I'm not. I don't know what environment I'm in recently. Yes, I think I don't know if I cleared up any misnomers or I just sent them into a state of confusion. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm hoping to accomplish something. The reality of what I hope for, the reality, what it is, remains to be seen. I don't know. I like to talk. I could talk about many subjects, actually. I'm good with sports. I'm good with fantasizing about my love of watching women vomiting. Okay, boy, that is. I just grew up with it. That's me. Okay, you know, that's. And maybe I appall people. Maybe I'm a persona non grata. Maybe I disgust people. But I'm me. I'm the way I am. Okay. And I want to meet people, maybe similar. If I can't be with normal people, let me be with freaks, okay? Let me be with freaky people who have an open mind and understanding of what sexuality could be, okay? How I want to present my sexuality, okay? That's me. I go to a therapist, good looking. I had her for a past year. I fantasize about her constantly vomiting. I cannot divulge what clinic she works out of or what her name is. She doesn't want me to, but she doesn't mind me telling you that I can fantasize about her vomiting. I don't go to her to try to help me get over this puke desire, okay? I don't do that, okay? I want to enhance my sexual prowess. I want to enhance my desires, okay? By finding people who endeavor into these practices, fetishes or fetishes, right?
I mean,
kinky, alternative lifestyles, okay?
Right.
And that's what I think. In this, how many millions of people in America? 300 some odd million. There's got to be some people out there, okay?
I mean, you're frothing at the mouth just thinking about it.
Right, exactly. I get very carried away. I'm thinking of the frustrations and the failures I've had over the years, you know, hoping and thinking I'm going to find, you know, and everybody thinks I'm a joker or a buffoon, okay? I don't look to make an idiot out of myself, okay? I look to be sincere,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I don't consider that I have any psychiatric disorder. I just think that I have to be fine to people who have the same type of fetishes or desires or the understanding of what gets a guy turned on.
But Howard said that no girl will want you because you have nothing going on.
Well, I have nothing going on. Well, they just want me because I'm down to earth, and they want me because they want to be. That's all. They want me because they want to be. Okay.
Lisa, you said you've mentioned recently that you're single. Jeff, I mean, do we have a possible?
No.
Are you into? Do you have any vomit tendencies or?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up on you. You're making me nauseous.
Hey Jeff, I never noticed. Do you have like a superior memory?
Yeah, I have a good memory for history.
But it's not like an Otterburger. Like we had like Mary Lou Henner on recently, and she has like you can say a date, she can remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, I could probably do that for what? Want to give me a date or something?
If I say like March 19th, 2005, do you remember what you were doing on that day?
No, to be honest,
so you're not,
no.
okay, because you do seem to have a great memory. But I don't like how, I agree with Jeff, like, I find it gross what he likes, but I don't think he's a bad person.
No.
I don't think it's any different than, and for some reason people find it so gross, they want to be violent towards you, they want to destroy you. It's the same as...
They want to think I smell like vomit. No one's vomit on me, okay?
But it's
I don't smell like vomit.
People,
I take several showers a day. I think hygienically, I'm probably cleaner than a lot of people, okay? Because I don't do it. Do I ever? Do I smell? Do you smell anything?
I thought once I did, but maybe it's psychological.
Benji, get in there.
Huh?
Get in there and smell.
Do you smell anything?
It's a tiny bit, but a body odor, but it's not like bad. Like I smell that you're a person.
Yeah, well, I don't. This is wash. I wash my clothes. I take showers. Okay. Why should I? Because they probably figure this guy's vomit all. It's I must display a very the persona that I display.
Well, people are grossed out by it. It's the same as like I don't think there's. Listen, I think homosexuality is fine. It's yucky to me, but this is yucky too, and this is one of the things people like to take out their anger on.
Maybe it's called infantilism, where you like to play with bodily fluids or something. Like little infants. But I don't think it's. I just think it's a diverse fetish that I seem to have entertained myself with over these years. And
That's what you like.
Well, I like gambling too. I'm a big lottery player.
I mean, I don't like it, but there's a lot of things I don't. I'm sure you don't like. You don't like the shitters.
Hi, Robin.
Hello.
I think I saw you on Jimmy Kimmel.
I think you did.
I was interested.
See, look at Ronnie's so angry about it.
Angry about anything?
Yeah, you.
So, yeah, I remember. You have
you bring out
a mustache then from last.
He brings out disgust in people.
Well, I should bring out disgust in anyway. I should bring out human curiosity.
But he's not hurting anybody. I don't think, right? I mean,
I don't.
It's a consenting type thing.
Okay? Just my own desires, okay?
Yeah.
I'll go home and watch some porn tapes or some.
And I don't think he's that bad looking. I don't think your profile's great.
Yeah.
But if you look at your front view, I think you have a nice face.
Well, maybe I'm a little.
You can lose it.
Maybe I have a little muscle. I don't know. I bike, I exercise. I don't know. So I should say, well, if Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, we could be Will I Am, then Jeff I is.
Yes, you've mentioned
and
that.
I is a vomit lover.
Yes, you've mentioned
of
that.
girls.
Right.
Not guys, not transvestites, not cross-dressers, not homosexuality. I'm not into that. Maybe in their community it's relevant and it's relevant. That's not me. I'm looking for a girl.
Right. We want to keep things relevant.
Yeah, that's why I come on.
Right.
Because I think maybe some girl will contact me. And if not, well, I don't know. I'll keep trying. Okay? Maybe I'll make a name for myself.
All right. Until next time, Jeff.
Until next time. I hope there'll be
we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. And he revealed that he had had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank and you revealed you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from Wilma G. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bull?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds.
Would
or you
ever,
think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. You know, I mean, we've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
Now, you will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and you know, that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination, and I haven't, you know, made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh, I missed it!
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic. I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Pat it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are. Why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
You know, I mean, we all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts right now.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, a show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackpackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a best-selling author, a pioneer in the world of radio. She's got one of the most recognizable and contagious laughs of all time. She is also known to masturbate with fruits and vegetables, have anal sex with complete strangers in a bathroom, and take hallucinogenic drugs while vacationing in third world countries. She is the inspiration for nearly every song parody that comes in on the show, and she's one of the few people I know who can challenge me in the boobs department. She is the queen of all media, Robin Quivers.
That was one stranger.
Singular on the strangers. Fair enough. That's you've earned quite the intro.
Oh boy.
Well, we had a lot of people writing questions for you, so I'm just gonna jump into it.
All right.
First one comes in from Robin S. Robin asks, I'm curious to know where you envisioned your life taking you when you were back in high school. If you'd never begun working with Howard, what would you have wanted to do with your life career-wise, and how did you get hooked up with Howard?
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
I had no vision.
Really?
I was just hoping to stay alive. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of high school and go to college. I never had any idea of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I'd watch TV, and as a kid, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something like that, and that's sort of how I wound up in nursing. But it took me years to figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. So I was 28 before I even got into broadcasting. So it wasn't like I had this idea. What would I be doing if I wasn't working with Howard? I'd still be in broadcasting because I had decided that's what I wanted to do. It just so happened that 8 months after I got into broadcasting, I was hired by the same station that Howard went to work for in Washington, and that's how we met.
Next question comes in from David S., also on Facebook. Who's your favorite whack packer, living or dead, and why?
Wow. I guess my favorite all-time whack packer was Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
I just enjoyed him. You know, I just thought he had so many talents, but was so miserable. And, you know, I just remember appearances where, you know, he'd be falling down drunk, almost asleep, but he'd be in a music trivia game or contest with someone, and he'd wake up and have the right answer.
Hank, the Thin White Duke.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, that's right.
Wow.
And Gary. David Bowie.
It was incredible.
It's amazing. Next question comes in from Nikki M., also on Facebook. Robin, who is your dream guest? A guest that you are dying to interview who has never been on the show?
You know, that's interesting because in the last few days, there have been people's names that have come up, and I say to myself, I wish they would be on the show.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to that person. And I suppose there's a long list of those people. Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
A lot of people who, you know, actresses, Scarlett Johansson, you know, a lot of people that just won't do a show like this I'd love to talk to.
It's a shame they won't. It'd be such a great interview. Next one comes in from Andrea F. She asks, what makes a movie star a movie star? And why isn't Brad Pitt a movie star? Got a lot of flack over this Brad Pitt thing. Tell us more.
I'm still arguing with myself about Brad Pitt. I watched Thelma and Louise the other night, and, you know, that was basically where America discovered Brad Pitt. And I even thought after watching it again, I thought, you know what? I thought that guy was going to have a much bigger career. I think that Brad Pitt is one of those guys. He makes the kind of movies he likes.
Yeah.
Not the kind of movies we like. And that's my problem with Brad Pitt.
So it's the choice of movies. It's not the scope or the size of movies.
I think of a real movie star is someone who's thinking about his audience as well. Not an artist. An artist is different than a movie star.
Okay, so who would be a good example of a movie star?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He always thinks about, will this be fun for the audience to see? Would they like to see me in this kind of movie? He also occasionally goes off and does, you know, some of that artistic stuff. But for the most part, I mean, even the cameos he takes are, you know, very broad and things you wouldn't expect him to do, and it's exciting and surprising to see him when he does it.
So is there a percentage, like, you know, Cruise did Eyes Wide Shut, and maybe that was kind of a distraction from...
Yeah, but that was to work with
Kubrick.
And all of that stuff, so you can understand that.
So there's a small percentage of artsy films you can do as long as their mainstream ones are big blockbusters.
You're constantly thinking about, you know, I have an audience out there who likes to see me do this, and there's nothing wrong with somebody being artistic either. I just don't call them movie stars.
Okay, there you go. Next question, also from Mickey M. Have you ever had to deal with a crazed stalker fan? And if so, what were the circumstances?
I did, and I don't talk about it.
Oh, no. You got to tell us a little. Give us a little piece.
I had a long-time crazed fan. And it got to be kind of scary because we did all the wrong things. We did, you know, like they had never put out that, but, you know, when this was going on, we didn't have that list of things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
And we did all of them.
Like what?
You know, having contact, all the kinds of things that if you read a list of what not to do if somebody is stalking you, just realize we did them all. And then it became, a situation where we had to do something legally to make it stop.
Did you feel in imminent danger? Like, was it that kind of scary?
I felt that other people might be in danger. I felt that person was in danger.
That's terrifying. Brandon S. asks, Robin, do you ever regret having told any of the stories about your personal life over the course of the show's history, such as sexual experiences or coffee enemas?
I definitely regret the meats and vegetables.
Understandably.
I still get angry because that was the one, we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. And he revealed that he had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank, and you revealed you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from Wilma G. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bullshit?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds. Or you think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. We've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
No. You will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination, and I haven't made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh, I missed it!
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Pat it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
We all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts right now.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
Hey, Gary, how does this work? Like, how do we coordinate getting Nick Cannon on our
We're
show?
him right now.
Okay. So don't curse because we'll be on his air. And
Right.
yeah.
You have to remember the rules of terrestrial radio.
Yes. They're barely in my memory bank, but...
Well, this is good practice because you're going back to
yes.
the world of terrestrial.
Yeah. Can't say the F word, nothing. Yeah.
It's going to be line 19. He's picking you up in about 15 seconds. They're probably coming out of commercial or something.
Beautiful. Nice job. I don't know how long he can talk because he's, oh, there we go.
They have their breaks.
Water that I have to drink throughout the day, though. So how do I say this? I got to go to the bathroom a lot. But I'm also excited because right now I get the opportunity to talk to one of my new coworkers.
Are you a little nervous about having him as a coworker?
Nah. Oh, man,
he's very opinionated, Nick Cannon.
Mr. Howard Stern.
How are you, Nick?
I believe I have a love-hate relationship with this man.
Let me see.
I've always been a fan. I mean, I'm a radio fan. So
right.
If you're a radio fan, you're definitely going to be a fan of Howard Stern. But then, in the past, we've had our differences and opinions about tons of things. And but I have nothing but the utmost respect for this man, and I look forward to it. And like the judge he replaced, Piers Morgan, I always had beef with him, and it was a real relationship. Sometimes we agreed on stuff. Most of the time we didn't, and it made for good television, it made for a good relationship. So being two grown men, I believe we'll have lots of things to talk about, and I think we'll make good television.
Yes.
And I think, I think our differences will kind of come.
I can't get a word in.
Does he know we're here?
I can't wait to watch. And the good news is, thanks to Howard, we can thank him for having you in New York every single day.
I really appreciate Mr. Stern because I get to be at home with my family in New York because he's such a big dog. He got them to pay him millions and millions of dollars and move the whole damn show to his neck of the woods.
That's right.
So that's hot. Wait, he actually supposed to call
I'm here
right now. So we're waiting to get him on the phone.
I'm here.
We got him?
We got him? All right.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. Now,
such an honor.
A pleasure to be on your show, and I'm saying welcome back. I know that you were ill.
Yes, this is my first day back, man. So you're my first guest of the new year.
And let me say, I am excited to be on your show because, after all, you're on my old radio station.
Yes, I am, and terrestrial radio is treating me very well. I hope satellite is treating you as well.
Well, let me remind you that, first of all, you can curse on our show. We can't curse on your show. So for purposes of this discussion, go ahead. You can say whatever you want, but I'll be cool with you.
See, you are so intelligent with that, and I want to commend you because I know everybody's all worried about what you're going to do on television like you're not a professional, like they didn't know you've been doing this for 35 damn years. So
no, my philosophy with America's Got Talent, and you know this, that I am a fan of the show. I'm a fan of you on the show. I was very worried when you were ill. I got nervous, but I feel now it was correct me if I'm wrong, but I just read that you had kidney stones, not kidney failure.
No, see, this is the thing. I was telling the story a little earlier. They originally thought like I had acute mountain sickness because I was in Aspen, and then I did all these tests, and then they were like, oh, it's just kidney stones. Then they were like, no, we didn't find any stones, and they thought it was a kidney infection, and it was a lot more serious, and they found out that my kidneys weren't functioning well. We didn't want to say kidney failure because when people think kidney failure, they think, uh-oh, I got to go get new kidneys, and it's Gary Coleman and all of that stuff. So we didn't want to go there, so we said mild kidney failure.
Are you all right?
I am. I got a couple more procedures I got to go do and everything, but I'm good. I'm back. I'm feeling 100%.
Has anyone spoken to you about your lifestyle? In the sense, I read about you, and I've spoken.
I tell them all the time.
Yeah, I've spoken to some of the people at America's Got Talent about you, and I said, I really do like Nick as the host, and I want him as the host. I said, what is?
They probably would have fired me if you said.
No, they describe that you are a guy who carries a pillow around with him and catches like 5 minutes of sleep here and there.
Yeah,
and why the mad drive? In other words, you've got America's Got Talent, you've got the radio show. Between those two things, that's a pretty busy life, and now you have twins, and you got a whole thing going.
Right.
Why are you grabbing it so much? You're gonna kill yourself, and I mean that seriously.
I know that now, Howard, and I actually, I was always saying, the harder you work, the more, you can accomplish. I was always taught that, but because of this situation, I definitely know that I don't need to go too hard. I don't need to,
Well, what will you cut back on? In other words, you're going to do America's Got Talent. You got to do that. And the radio show you're committed to.
Yes, so it's more about just my way of living. I was doing that. I was DJing, stand-up comedy, still trying to run a couple companies. So it's really just about taking time. And
so what are you going to cut out? You know what I would cut out? Parenthood. Why don't you just...
now.
Don't see the kids.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. So I'm not cutting that out, but I'm pretty sure you can give me some tips on how to juggle that whole thing.
You are juggling more than any guy. It's a funny thing with you. I mean, a lot of people probably say to themselves, me included, he's married to Mariah Carey. The woman has more money than God. You really could sit back and relax. So I admire your work ethic. In other words, you're not sitting there going, hey, Mariah Carey can support me. You're not saying that.
I would be a punk if I did that.
Right. I admire that. I admire that. But to take on 20 jobs, a lot of my Jamaican friends will do this. They take on 20 jobs. But
Howard, you're his new coworker, and he gave me a hard time because I emailed him when he was in the hospital.
He didn't
you
reach
call
out
him?
not one damn time.
Did Howard call him?
I'm a fan of the Stern Show.
How would I call him?
He was concerned.
Did you call him and say, Nick,
I don't know. I don't have any relationship with Nick. I mean, I expect that we'll form one when we work together.
Right.
Now, tell me what the schedule...
Robin, let's ask Robin. Robin, if Howard Stern went into the hospital for over 2 weeks for almost a fatal situation, wouldn't you at least call him?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be there.
Robin, oh my goodness, girl, have my back. I emailed him. He needs his rest. He never.
Oh, that's cruel.
Call him in the hospital.
People say I'm cold. You're cold.
I'd be there sleeping on the floor.
Robin would be straddling me.
My wife
I'd become his nurse.
Robin would be straddling me if I was in the hospital with a...
Hey, Mariah, is it okay if I straddle you in the hospital?
Yes.
You know she gonna whoop your ass.
No, she knows I'm joking. Robin said it, not me.
By the way, now that I'm on this America's Got Talent, there was a tabloid report where they were saying I tweeted out a terrible thing about Mariah Carey and we're having this whole war. And I just want to go on record in front of Nick and say I never have done that. I don't
never
even know.
said whatever they quoted him as saying.
Oh, I said it. I never called Mariah Carey a bitch. I don't know where that came from. I don't talk that way.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I remember what it was because when when I first started this show, because obviously you used to be on this frequency, and
yes,
you said that if I was going to be successful here, I was going to have to talk about certain things, and we got a little lewd, and and we went there, and then I think at the time you had seen a video or a picture of my wife where you thought she had put on some weight, and I thought that was very rude and disrespectful. So as
probably was.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm going to have to whoop Howard Stern's ass when I see him.
Listen, I'm ready to take my whooping.
Well, now my kidneys ain't working right, so I got to get back in shape.
He's ready to take you on now.
Are you kidding? Yeah, as long as you're ill, I can take you on. I might be able to last 5 minutes in the fight if you are sick.
Yeah, you got to let me get back in shape. I still need a couple more.
I understand. I'm not letting you get back in shape. But Nick, listen, I am looking forward to this. I have so many questions. I mean, I don't even understand the schedule when we're going to probably meet in Los Angeles. I guess is our first time when we go to do the initial show, the tapings.
Right. I was actually having questions for you. I mean, we have the Howard TV guys here, and I was asking them, like, are they traveling with you, or are we doing? Because sometimes our shows are going to be like in the middle of the week, and I know I got to get up early as hell to do my radio show, especially on the West Coast.
No, I worked out my schedule that I'm taking off the weeks that we travel, or taking off at least a few days.
I need your agent.
No.
Well, because I don't want to end up with kidney failure.
Right.
Exactly.
I could not, I'll go on record, I could not do your schedule and have the pressures of 2 young children at home. I don't know how you're doing it.
And we didn't even talk about the sitcom.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And to me, I can't wait to ask you stuff like when you and Mariah, because she's so famous,
Right.
When you guys go and buy a house, like how do you work out? Do you pay? Do you guys have an arrangement where you each pay half?
It all depends. It depends. Like in New York, that's her house.
Right.
I stay in her apartment. But in L.A., where I'm originally from the West Coast, we split the bills, and I'm looking. That's the thing. Like I want to buy an East Coast home for our family now, personally.
But Nick, is it awkward? But Nick, is that seriously awkward? Because all of a sudden you get the gas bill or something, and you turn and go, well, I paid half, you pay half, and I mean, to me, it is one relationship, and that apartment should be yours. You know what I mean?
Nah, that house. You know how much that apartment costs?
How does that all work? I got to know. I mean, I want to break this down.
I'm sure he had to sign like a major prenup.
Did you?
Absolutely. Why? I mean, we talked about this on the show before with Sarah Lee and I. I believe when two people come into a relationship, I mean, I had a little bit of paper. I wasn't broke. I wasn't.
Right. No, I mean, you make a good living.
Yeah, so I came in with what I had, and and she came in with what she had, and it was like, if in case I don't believe in divorce,
right?
If it did happen, then
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, we would do what we would have to do.
He keeps working like that; it's going to happen.
Nah, because I work hard at home first. I'm daddy and husband first.
When are you ever home, though? When is Nick ever home? Nick, when are you ever home? You're barely home.
I have been home recently.
In the bed.
Well, yeah, because you're ill.
No, honestly, honestly, we travel together. It's actually been really beautiful. I mean,
how often am I going to hang with Mariah? I assume.
Does she come to the set?
Never.
She never comes to the set?
She performed the first season I got there and hung out a couple of times, and she was like, all right, I'm over it. I'll watch it from home.
Yeah, but wait a second. You put in long days, right? I mean, when they do these tapings in San Francisco.
Are you ready for these days, Howard?
No.
I told you how long these days are?
Do you want to know the truth? They lied to me when they hired me.
They didn't tell you about them 16-hour days, huh?
No, because they said, I'm on the phone with them making arrangements, and they had originally told me that on these taping days, you work from like 11 in the morning till about 7 at night. So I said, oh, okay, I can deal with that. It's hard for me because I get up so early. I wish they could start at 6 in the morning, But then so then the other day I'm in a conversation and they go, oh, did anyone tell you about the grueling days? I go, what grueling days?
What grueling days?
They go,
Nobody mentioned it.
Long, grueling days. I'm going to tell you all about it. Matter of fact, I mean, we got these things over here called commercials, Howard.
No, you don't need to. You can take. Listen, this is special.
Commercial. We'll be back with more.
No. Nick.
Maybe he can continue to talk to us.
Can you continue talking to us?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. All right.
We'll be back on 92.3 now, but I'm still rocking with Stern. So what's next?
Hey, Nick.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, all right. I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't hear him, though.
You're telling me.
Yo.
Okay, you there with me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's echoing for some reason.
Probably because we got some strange kind of feedback. I apologize for that, sir.
What are you saying? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You start taping, and then it goes to like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So sometimes we start like 11, at least 11 to 11, 11 to 11, like 3 days in a row.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're going to have a judge sitting there sleeping. I'm going to be. I'm going to be sleeping.
15-minute tea breaks because, like, Sharon's British and stuff. So, like...
No wonder you carry around a pillow. No wonder you carry around a pillow. My God. I'm going to share your pillow.
So are there long breaks, though, during, because Howard thought that there's you need time to set up, and there's lots of sitting in your trailer.
No, there's no like when we do, especially the audition days, they just fun. It's like you have to sit through like 200 people.
Oh my God,
doing ridiculousness.
I'm not going to have much patience for that.
Oh, it's going to be great. I cannot wait to see. Because that was the thing about Piers Morgan. He did Piers was a diva. I'll put it out there. Like he would like walk off and be upset and be like, "You're wasting my." Especially when the CNN stuff came up, you're like, wasting my time.
Right. Well, I watched that and it felt kind of false to me, that the whole rivalry between him and Howie and all of that.
Yeah, that stuff was a little put on, but like Piers like showing up when he wanted to and mad that we were there all day, and like he did that. So I could only imagine. Like I know you're not gonna go for that.
That's what I heard. I heard that like Piers would actually go up and tape some stuff for CNN between the acts and then walk off and all that stuff. And like, no, I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm there to work. I even told these guys, there's no nonsense. nonsense. I'm walking in. I'm not making the show about myself. I'm there to give you my opinion on these acts, and that's it. I'm not going to walk in.
The beautiful thing, though, you have already established the fear of God in everyone over there.
I know.
I'm just going to ride with you.
But why is Mariah never coming by to, like, hang with you at work? I mean, you're putting in these long days. Why doesn't she come by and, like, I can hang out with her while you're working? I can, hang out in my trailer with her.
You're going to be working, too. But, no, honestly, well, because in the cities when we travel, obviously because we're traveling, but when I was in L.A., she would be in New York a lot of times. So maybe now that since you moved the show to New York, we might be able to get a Mariah Carey appearance.
Now, you're happy about the show moving to New York because now how were you doing the radio show? You would get up at 1 in the morning and start at 3 in the morning?
This was the craziest thing ever. Like I'm so grateful and thankful for you, especially during the live shows when they were in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because what would happen, I would finish my radio show at about 7 a.m. I would have, you have to do a couple of things afterwards. Maybe I have to do my countdown show or something. So I'd get to the set directly from my radio show by 9:30, 10, do the whole hair, wardrobe thing, be on set from 10 all the way to about 8, 9 at night, like, because you got to do, as the host, I got to do, like, rehearsals and talk with the acts and all of that, and then you do the live show, which you don't have to come into till about 4 or 5, but I'm there the whole time, and then I'd go straight back to my radio show, so I wouldn't go home or anything. Like, I would lose 20 pounds every summer.
Oh, my God. I mean, I am amazed by this schedule, and your life becomes a burden and a holy hell, right?
Yeah, so I'm grateful for you. Like you have saved my family and my life.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's got to affect a marriage. When I don't see my wife for a while, it gets weird. You know what I mean? If you're working those amount of hours and you're coming home grumpy, there's no friggin' way you can hold on to a marriage.
Well, the beautiful thing, how it usually works, like I said, Mariah normally would be on the East Coast, and America's Got Talent is only the first part of the week. So the second part of the week, I would go back to New York, and it would just be us. So,
and then when you would go back to New York, you're busy trying to catch up on sleep, right?
Well, that's where the good times happen, Howard.
Not really. I mean, you got to be exhausted.
Nah, come on, man. I'm still young and very viral. I get it in.
By the way, when you got married,
yes,
you gave up an incredible sex life. This guy, Nick...
What are you talking about?
He has dated, the laundry list of women he's dated.
Your research.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable.
I didn't know he was up to all that.
Nick, talk about, first of all, when he married Mariah Carey, he was engaged for, he was going out with her for 6 weeks, and then he got engaged.
I know. I remember the televised engagement.
Right. Do you think that was a craziness, Nick, to get engaged that quick?
I'm sorry. What was the last thing?
Was that craziness, getting engaged that quick? 6 weeks.
Absolutely. I mean, celebrities, we're a little crazy. We do crazy, impulsive things, but I had always been a huge Mariah Carey fan, and it was like a love at first sight thing, and we just hit it off. We said, let's rock with it. Let's see what happens.
But you got engaged to this Victoria's Secret model after knowing her for 6 weeks as well. It's a pattern.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, where you asked her to marry you on TV.
Right.
Yeah, but that wasn't 6 weeks. Wasn't that a little long?
No, it was you proposed on a Times Square Jumbotron 6 weeks after meeting the Victoria's Secret model, Salida Ebans.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Victoria's Secret model.
Hey, you're a man. You got to do it.
Exactly. I think I'm in love with being in love. I'm one of those hopeless romantics. So.
Do you miss that?
Nah, not anymore. I mean, I got my soulmate, the dream girl that I've always ever wanted. Like, I don't feel like there's anyone I could go up from Mariah Carey.
That's perfect.
I've been in love with her since I was a kid.
Do you guys ever make love and have her music on the turntable?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Would she ever sing to you during sex?
Yes.
I would love that.
Oh, my goodness.
See, I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
You're saying Mariah will start to sing.
Married to Mariah Carey.
And Mariah will start to sing during your sexual activities.
When I'm doing a good job.
Good
Does
Lord.
she sing a new song?
Does she sing Hero or she writes something spontaneously?
Yo, I ain't got Hero yet.
You're working your way up to Hero.
Exactly. I need to put in some more work. So,
Wow.
all right, I think we get ready. We can come back on my show right now.
Good.
too,
All right. All right. Go ahead.
I mean,
I like this.
This is good. This is like double rate. Have you? I mean, in all your 30 some odd years of radio, have you ever done this before?
Nick, I've done it all.
I know you have.
Yes. No, I've done this.
I'm a huge fan of the show too. Right?
Thank you. No, I love that. And by the way, when you got ill, I seriously debated not doing the show because I said if he isn't the host,
he needed you.
I
He
said
said that.
I need this guy to get better. You do an excellent job.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I mean, I know you always made fun of me, like, what do you always say? I say, America have voted.
Yes.
I put on my black voice.
Well, you put on a little bit of street for me, but because I know you. You've been in show business since what, like 9?
Not 9. Well, I've been doing stand-up since I was probably like 15.
And your dad is a TV like a televangelist, right?
Yeah, he started, like, in North Carolina, he was a public access dude.
And he would go on TV and preach the gospel?
He preached the gospel, and he would let me open up with and do, like, a couple of Jesus jokes before he went on and stuff, and that kind of started my whole career.
Are you close with him?
Yeah, absolutely. My pop, and he's still doing his thing. He does the circuit, he does evangelical work and all that type of stuff.
Are you a real believer?
Absolutely.
Here we go. We're coming back. We're coming back, Howard.
Speaking of believing, we coming in live now.
We're still entering up.
92.3 now, rolling with Nick Cannon, and I am on the air live.
Well, let me
with
recap.
Howard Stern, thank you for being on my show and allowing me to be on your show.
Nick, let me recap. We've been on my radio show while you've been in commercial. Let me review what I've learned during the commercial. All right, number one, this was amazing. Mariah Carey sings to Nick during lovemaking.
Yeah. Only when I'm doing it well.
She has never.
Not hero yet.
He's working his way up to hero, which is the real creme de la creme of lovemaking.
Exactly.
People don't know this about you, but you lost your virginity when you were 13 years old.
Yes, I did. I mean, my listeners know that because I talk about it all the time about how, I cried. The girl made fun of me. It was the worst ever. And
made fun of you because you were bad at it.
Yes, I was horrible at it. She said it was actually at church. We were just talking about me being the son of a preacher man, and it happened at a church lock-in, and everyone laughed at me.
Horrible.
And from that day, I vowed no one would ever make fun of the canon.
So when you
a church lock-in, what's that?
What is a church lock-in? That sounds horrible.
Church lock-in is
no.
No.
When you live in an urban community, like there's a lot of stuff going on at night, so they try to keep all the youth in the late night. So they have these things where, like in the gymnasium, it's like a lock-in where they have like games and stuff. It's supposed to be like you play like Jesus games. And
no wonder you don't want to stay home.
Having sex and stuff at church.
Right. So this was an effort to keep you harnessed.
Yes.
Right. And so they lock you up. So one would think you hate religion because your parents were so involved in it and they pushed you into it and then they locked you up and kept you tame. You would think.
Not really. I don't think, because you know what? I'm more of a spiritual person now, especially, going through what I just went through with my health and everything. But I've always had a strong foundation in spirituality. I think religion, especially like the business of religion, is horrible, and I've actually seen every aspect or a lot of aspects of it. So I kind of go the other way with that. But
do you say that to your father?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said to him, Dad, I don't like the whole you going on TV, raising money, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. We have this debate a lot, all the time. About a lot of ministers that have been, close to our family for a long time. I'm not into the business of selling God.
Does your family hit you up for money all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you supporting your parents?
Nah. Like I said, my dad and my mother. Honestly, both of my parents have accounting degrees, so
right.
That's actually helped and hurt.
So who's hitting you up for money? Your cousins and all that stuff?
I got 4 younger brothers that just some old thugs.
So you have to send them money.
Yeah, I mean, well, now I employ them. I have them work for, a couple of my companies and do different things. And, they working, doing their thing. A couple of them trying to entertain and stuff. But
Are you resentful of that?
Nah, not at all. They're my younger brothers, so I'm the oldest. So I kind of I hold it down.
Was their attitude, when you married Mariah Carey, now we're in the money kind of thing?
Absolutely. Everybody thought it was different. I was like, that's her money. I ain't got that. However much money she got, we still working with the little. We were talking during the commercials. Your audience didn't hear this, but you have a pattern of meeting women, going out with them for 6 weeks, and then asking them to marry you. I only did that like 3 times.
All right, no big deal.
That's not a pattern.
Is it true that you made love to Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Make love?
Yes.
I never made love.
All right. Did you have sex with? Did you have sex? Did you have sex with Lindsay Lohan?
No, Howard, I did not.
Do you know her?
Yes, I do know.
Why is it that you reportedly dated her? Did you?
What, dating and we were friends. We did a movie together. We did a film called Bobby, and we hung out a couple.
When you say hung out, did you kiss her?
I mean, it was late. It was.
So you made out with Lindsay Lohan. How far did you get with her? Second base? Third base?
I didn't. Lindsay Lohan at the time, we were very respectful with each other during the time because we were trying to be professional. And she was actually, you know what it was? I actually had a lot of respect for Lindsay because she was a lot younger at the time. I was real weirded out about younger girls. I've never really been into young girls, and I always kind of looked at her like she was just a young girl. So
yeah, but yet you guys made out. You were attracted to her.
Not really. I would say she was more attracted to me.
So she came on to you and started making out with you.
Absolutely.
And you pushed her away?
I didn't push her away. I'm still a man, Howard.
So she did things to you?
No, Howard. We were respectful. We were
What does that
friends.
mean, respectful?
I mean, out of all the people you could choose, you picked Lindsay Lohan?
I would have told you the dirt about Kim Kardashian and all that. Why you go?
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian?
I like Lindsay and her family. I actually have a soft spot for them.
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian? You made love to her?
Yeah.
You did?
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, see, you got to get up on the pop culture, man.
I tell you what, you gave up a pretty active sex life to marry Mariah.
I did, and it was well worth it, Howard.
Yes. You're happy.
Happier than happy, especially through this entire process of help. I mean, we've become so much closer, and our family is so just tight-knit, and I even got a chance to see a different side of my wife that through this process to where she just became so nurturing, and I mean, she's really, I'm in debt to her forever, even after this entire health scare.
Your relationship got better?
Way better. I mean, it was great already, but I mean, now...
I watched that interview with the two of you where she turned to to whoever was doing the interview.
I think it was Barbara Walters.
It was Barbara Walters, and she said, well, Nick's not like the greatest husband.
No,
she did not say that.
That's how I interpreted it. I mean, it was...
That she doesn't trust me because I'm a man because of my promiscuous sex life.
So have you cheated?
I got married.
Did you cheat?
Never.
You never cheated?
Nah, I don't need to. I did everything before I got married.
You certainly did.
And he doesn't have time.
Why break up with a Kim Kardashian? Certainly good looking, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you why I did that on your show, but I got to go to break because I got these things again called commercials.
All right, I'll let you go.
I'll let 92.3 now.
All right.
All right.
Okay, quick, Nick. I want to find out what he did with her.
Right. Why did he break up?
He's got to play music, too, you know. That's a top 40 station.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
I think so. Plus, Dave Navarro's here. I got to talk with Dave.
Ah.
And I got to take a break. I'll
We have to let him go?
I think so. I think he left.
You know, he said he has to go to the bathroom a lot. He's drinking a lot of water because of that kidney thing.
All right, I'll let him go.
Hey, look like you had fun in there.
We did. This is what we do, man. I told you, I'm a huge Stern fan.
So, now that you've spoken with Howard, what do you think working with him will be like both on the air and behind the scenes?
Man, it's amazing. I'm excited about the opportunity. I mean, just to sit at the feet of King of all media and watch him do his thing like this, it's an honor.
All right, and most importantly, after hearing your phone call with Howard, do you think Mariah's opinion of Howard will change?
You know what? I was talking to my wife this morning, and she feels like they cool. She feels like the last couple of conversations they had were pretty straightforward. She said what she had to say, he said what they had to say, that they on cool terms. So I don't think my wife got any beef with Howard Stern.
All right. All right, Nick, thank you very much.
All right. Especially my wife is probably really going to love Howard now because her husband will be home more because of him.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, I'm Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about a ton of stuff. We talked about Chelsea Handler. She talked about wanting to be famous, and we talked about whether we wanted to be famous or not. We talked about tipping. We talked about Mitch Fattel, my old intern, and his girlfriend came in, and they're swingers, and how she wants to fuck a guy, and he's not into that. And then JD came in and discussed whether he'd be into that. We covered a wide array of subjects, and here's what happened.
Today, Chelsea Handler dropped by, and was Chelsea happy to be up here? In the beginning, she sounded a little tired, but by the end, she was clicking with Howard.
I think she digs the show. I think everybody hates getting up early, and I think part of her personality is that I think part of her comedy is that she's perennially irritated and pissed off. Like, that's sort of part of who she is.
And Howard loves that.
Right.
Yeah, he loves talking to someone who's as pissed off as he is about a lot of different things.
And willing to talk about it.
Right.
And name names.
Right. And which they did. The first thing I thought that got out was Howard's old college pal, Ted. Chelsea didn't hesitate to talk about him at all.
Right.
And they quickly bonded over that.
Howard is never like Ted. Ted is like a thorn in Howard's side. And every time he got more and more successful, it used to irritate the shit out of Howard. You know, he came on our show once.
And how'd that go?
It wasn't as much fun as making fun of him. And I don't make fun of him. I'm saying for Howard, it probably wasn't as much fun as goofing on him.
Now, why is being famous so important to Chelsea?
I don't know. I mean, she sort of said that it's something that she always dreamt of doing, that she wanted to do. I liked when she talked more about how you think that when you get famous, you can really rub it in everybody's faces, and it's not nearly as much fun as you would think it would be.
Well, that's what Howard said when he ran into, he felt sad more than actually, hey, it's time to gloat. But is being famous important to you?
I'd be lying if I said on some level it wasn't. I mean, when I was in college, I thought that I had a chance to sort of be recognizable, and I liked the idea of it. And I like it. I enjoy it.
How about you, Benji?
I think the perks, not I'm famous to a level, to like someone that's like a character on a reality show, but to the perks that we get from it, I think are great, and it's also nice. Like, I like the idea. I mean, it's an entree into people. It's like you feel like a little bit more connected to everyone, but the actual just being famous for being famous is not a huge turn on to me.
Yeah, I always say that the best part of working on the show is being a B celebrity who works for an A celebrity, or even a D celebrity who works for an A celebrity, because you do get some cool perks. But like Howard, so almost can't utilize the perks that he gets because he's so famous. He can't, it's hard for him to go to the baseball game and sit in the stands.
What did you think of Chelsea's story about waitressing and how important the tip is?
First of all, I learned something today. I had no idea that they have to pay 8% tax on somebody's bill. That's crazy. Did you know that?
No.
I never heard that before. But I listen, I worked at TGI Fridays, and I worked with waitresses who were like Chelsea, who just went up to guys and said, really, you're not going to fucking tip me? And there were all sorts of discussions of which ethnic groups and like I know that I got yelled at. I was the host, and I got yelled at for seating a table of women in a waitress's section. And I go, "What are you mad at?" She goes, "Don't fucking put women in my section. They don't tip for shit."
Actually, yeah, she made an anti-Semitic comment about that.
Well, she said, "You're the kind of Jew that makes a Jew like me," or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess when you're Jewish, you can make anti-Semitic remarks. But I do get,
She's showing
when
half a comment.
When you work hard and somebody tips you, somebody putting $10 down an $800 bill is it's the worst thing you can do.
Do you feel pressure to tip well? I mean, have you always felt that pressure?
Yeah, my pressure is, I like to tip well anyway because I think I make enough money to do it, but my other pressure is if you tip like shit, someone will call the show.
That's right, so you better...
Which is, I think, is exactly what Howard... In fact, I was telling you this before. Howard and I went out to dinner one night, and I got to remember if I got this right, but I think I picked up the bill and I put my credit card down, and Howard insisted on leaving a tip, which I thought was weird, but now that I think about it, I realize Howard probably wasn't sure I was going to leave a big enough tip, or not a Howard Stern caliber tip, and he didn't want to leave it to me, and I understand because when we leave, nobody says, Gary tipped me like shit. It's Howard Stern tipped me like shit. So, and Howard always leaves ridiculous sized tips.
So do you have a general standard? Like I know 15 to 20%.
I'm 20 to 25%. I mean, I'm guaranteed 20%, sometimes 25%. But again, I would never tip under 20%.
Rick, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So just that bit that Chelsea was talking about with the tipping.
Yeah,
the 8%.
Yeah, they actually can cost the waitress money to wait on somebody. They take out a percentage of their gross sales to divvy out to the bar, the hostesses, the bus, and all that. So they have to pay that no matter what.
Well, wait a second. She said
not.
You're saying that they take out money to divvy up to everybody. She's saying she has to pay 8% tax. Is that what?
I think no, it's not really tax. I think she just misexplained it.
Right.
But because on any kind of transaction that's credit card, they can trace it. So anything that isn't cash money, you have to pay on.
I do know that when you work in a restaurant, you have to tip the bar backs and the bus boys and some other people. But I understand that if you first of all, I don't know who's going to tip 8% or less. You got to think I think in the worst places you tip 10%, but that's unheard of.
You never know, Gar. You never know. But moving on with Chelsea, what did you think of her explanation of her relationship with 50 Cent?
It sounded like she really liked him. It sounded like she went out with him for a goof and found out that she really dug him.
Yeah, and it sounded like when they broke up, they haven't spoken. I guess they get along well now, but they didn't speak to each other for a while based on what she had said to him. So why does she have the ability to fly? I mean, she's an unbelievably successful author. Her television shows are doing well. How does she get to fly under the radar?
Because what are you going to find out about her that she hasn't told you in any of her books or she doesn't say on her show? I think that's a huge thing for her.
And is it odd? I mean, you did it in the book you wrote. I mean, when you put so much of yourself out there, then people sort of think they know you very well, and all of that is there. And I think her and Howard bonded over that a little bit.
But Howard tells everything on the radio show, yet he still gets followed a lot.
True.
But not Jennifer Aniston, whoever, it's Julia Roberts caliber. But yeah, he gets followed a lot. I understand, though, what she said. It's the best of both worlds for her. She gets all the perks and none of the shit.
We're going to move off of Chelsea Handler and on to your former intern, Gary, Mitch, and Jessica, who look great.
She was really pretty.
Does it make you feel awkward at all when Mitch... was Mitch like this when he interned for you?
Absolutely not. He was in college. He was in his maybe 20 or 21. And he was your typical horny college kid. We talked about, chicks we thought were hot. But I don't remember him being like a sex fiend or like having I need to do threesomes. I think he was looking for onesomes at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he seems to hit the mother load with his fiance, but his fiance now wants to bring another guy in bed. And Mitch,
deal breaker.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker for Mitch.
Yeah, I find the whole thing fascinating, and I don't judge. But I don't think, as I was listening to them talk about it, I said, on the surface, it sounds like a really great idea. Like, oh, my girlfriend's going to let me fuck other girls, or my wife's going to let me fuck other girls. But to me, it sounds both physically and mentally to be an enormous strain. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about what does it mean? What does it mean? The going out to get them. It just seems like a lot of
scheduling.
A lot of work. It seems like a lot of work. And so I don't know. I don't know Mitch, the comedian swinger. I know Mitch, the intern.
But by the way, she said she would be okay with them having a monogamous traditional relationship. Just if they did that, she doesn't think she would want to bring in other girls if he didn't, eventually let her bring in other guys.
And do you think that's a fair request?
Do I think it's fair? I think anything's fair if you're married and being upfront and like saying, this is, and you're not exploiting the other person. I think it's fair that that's what she wants and that's what he wants.
JD, would you be able to handle another guy in bed?
No. I can barely handle me in bed.
Hold on. What size bed does JD even have?
but JD, let's go to this one, right?
Yes.
Like who's one of your hot girls? Like a girl that you really love. Is there an answer to this?
No, I mean there's a lot. There's
okay.
There's a lot.
So the girl that was in Katrina, right? You like her?
Katrina Bowden.
So she's on 30 Rock. So she's super hot. So say Katrina Bowden says, "Hey, I want you to come and I want to hook up with you." And my boyfriend's just going to sit in the corner and jerk off.
No, I couldn't. That's too weird. I can't have another guy.
Not going to come near you. Not going to touch you. He's all the way in the corner.
I could have been. If I was into that, I could have did that when I was down at hedonism, because that's all. That in fact, that was probably the only way I would have gotten laid. And since I wasn't into it, I didn't get much of anything. So no, I would not. No other guys. I want no other penises in the room. It's just mine.
But if other girls are around,
that's that's fine with me.
Double standard.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm just being me.
But the more the merrier, right?
I don't know. Well, no, I don't know about that.
But just Gary's
the more might be sadder.
Gary's scenario, like, so you said the Katrina Bowden is her name, like, is one of your hottest chicks, like. So you couldn't have the guy in there jerking off. What if she told you like he was just watching but not jerking off?
No. I don't want to be watched. I don't want to be analyzed whatsoever.
Okay. What if he knew about it and was like, I'm going to let you guys in the room alone. I'll leave and I'll come back. Or call me when you're done. I'll come back.
I don't know.
All right, Katrina, you have a little shot here.
Hey, by the way, Benji, because you've been into some interesting stuff. Have you ever been with a chick where a dude's been in the room just watching?
Yes, but like I've been in it. Like that's never would be my first choice.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I don't think it's anybody's.
Well, no, I think it is some people's. But opportunistically, when that's the only way it was going to happen,
right.
yeah, it's happening.
And
it's not.
If Elisa wanted to bring another guy in,
no,
would you
no
be
way,
okay with
no,
that?
absolutely no way. No.
But see, for me, the guy in the corner only freaks me out because, like, I'd have one eye open because I think I keep waiting for him to, like, I'll just shove a finger up your ass, because you have your attention somewhere else and he catch you off guard.
Waiting for him to slowly creep in.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about the whole Ronnie fiasco. Apparently, he didn't enjoy me calling him borderline stupid. But and then after that, I talked about his whole yelling at his appearances and what a nightmare that is. I've seen that at a party, so here it is.
Howard says he wishes he wasn't associated with one of the two Ronnie Munns that he's gotten to know, and we should get into that a little bit when Ronnie comes in here about how he really is two different people, Gary.
I agree.
There's the character and the...
Because you and I talked about this when we were in Vegas, about, like, we love Ronnie and how Ronnie has a big heart, what a great guy he is. But I don't know that guy's coming across on the air a lot lately.
Well, that guy wasn't doing that contest in Vegas. You could see that. I mean,
I started to write Howard a note last night. I canceled it at the last second. But after I watched Ronnie, I wrote him a note that said, I thank God, I thank you and God every day that I don't have to do these appearances anymore. Because when you go out in front of a crowd, there's... you feel compelled to do something.
Right.
And when you don't have an actor, you don't do anything. Ronnie and I are famous for being famous. I'm famous for I can't book a guest in front of a crowd. And so I never felt comfortable doing it.
Well, Ronnie also took issue with Scott DePace. He was insulted that Scott called him stupid, and he kind of went off on you, Scott, really out of left field. I didn't see that coming. Did you?
Your mistake, Scott, was that you gave your opinion on how smart you think everybody is, and somebody asked you, but once you put that out there, everyone's going to come back.
The fact is, everyone here has called me stupid from one time or the other, and Ronnie, everyone, Howard, I mean, all those guys. So yeah, I guess I'm not Howard. All of those guys have pretty much said that he's stupid. They pretty much made fun of his poem. And somehow I'm the bad guy. So, okay.
But you know what I think the difference is? Like, I'll say sometimes, oh, Scott, you're being stupid, or I think your politics are stupid, but I don't think you are stupid. You sort of made the blanket statement pursuant to nothing.
Look, it's an
I think
interview.
Ronnie is in general stupid.
All right, ask me the question again. Rank people around.
Do you think
here.
Ronnie's a bright guy?
Yes, everyone here is very bright.
But you're not being real.
Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to answer
Tell the
it?
truth. Tell what you feel.
I think I did.
You pride yourself
Sort
on answering questions honestly and bluntly.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that you think Ronnie is a bright guy? Because in that interview, it didn't sound like you thought Ronnie was a very bright guy.
I don't think John understands sarcasm.
You are a point above him in IQ.
Yeah, clearly, I'm missing it. That's the one point.
Maybe you're the dummy. Look, do I think he's borderline stupid? Like I said, no. That's a little.
Is there anyone here you think is?
No. I don't even know if Bobo was. I don't think I've ever met someone borderline stupid besides a retarded guy.
So what's borderline stupid?
Yeah,
because it's not retarded.
Define borderline stupid.
Just someone who you can't even have a conversation with, who has no sense of reason or I don't know.
But that's retarded, what you're talking about. There are stupid people who aren't retarded.
Well, show me one of them. Who do you think is here?
I think that Sal, in some areas, can be bright, and in some areas, I think Sal lacks common sense.
So that's your way of sugarcoating.
No,
You're
I
saying
think
some
I don't
ways
think
he can
Sal's
be
stupid.
bright.
I think Sal lacks book smarts, and I think he lacks common sense. On the other hand, I think sometimes he's sort of a little street smart. He's sharp in some other areas, so I don't completely discount him. But sometimes he doesn't think things through.
He's brilliant at making some of those calls.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I said that I think Sal is reasonably intelligent. But so maybe I should say Ronnie doesn't show or sound very intelligent, but he can drive very well.
Okay.
I mean, like I don't know. I made a comment and he got angry and.
But do you see why Ronnie would find that comment insulting?
I would say that you'd be stupid for being surprised that he's mad that you called him stupid.
No, I mean my point is that everyone here has called me stupid, and Howard has basically said that he's not. Stupid is a strong word, and maybe that's the problem. I shouldn't be saying stupid because I don't think he's stupid. But if we had to take an SAT test, let's say we all had to go in and. My money's not going on him. That's it.
So he's not strong academically in your eyes.
What do you think?
I'm just stating what you said.
I'm not sure how I feel right now. What do you think?
You're not sure how you feel because you're backpedaling on what you said before.
Well, that's really what I meant. I just mean that Ronnie's a great guy. And like he said, he's successful in business.
So did you feel bad saying that about Ronnie? Because it heated up pretty quickly between you two.
Well, I felt bad that he got so upset. I mean, I thought his skin was a little thicker. That I always think I'm always surprised when anyone here gets upset because of all the.
But you get
trash talk
upset.
that goes on. I do when it's 5-on-1 sort of thing. That's
no,
what
you
pisses
get if
me
somebody takes a shot at you, it upsets you sometimes.
Not really? Go ahead.
I'm not looking to fight with you. But who do you think here? Have you ever met anybody like that's borderline stupid? Like some of the whack packers? No, because I think it's a funny phrase. Like where would you put Miss Howard Stern?
I've never really. I don't speak to a lot of the guests, so I don't really. But my interaction from what they. Yeah, I think Miss Howard Stern is probably borderline stupid. I think is Beetlejuice officially retarded? Because if not, he's definitely stupid.
You really have to ask that question?
Well, I don't know. What is there a clinical term? And how do you? I don't
know what the clinical term is. But if you ask somebody to spell red 3 times and they spell 3 different ways, I'm going to go with whatever that phrase
is. Then he's flat out retarded.
Steve in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
High pitch Eric seems very stupid.
Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve Carnathan, I'm a big fan. Hey, listen, Pace, you're just a backpedaling asshole, first of all.
Shut up.
And
You're
second of all, Ronnie runs his business, and he runs it better than obviously you did.
I don't run Ronnie's business.
No, Ronnie runs his own. He's a hell of a lot more successful than you are. You're just a typical politician, backpedaling asshole.
I'm not a politician. What?
Now, Scott, did you think it was fair for Howard to be upset at Ronnie in the way he behaved out in Vegas? Do you think Ronnie's representing the show?
I mean, listen, Ronnie's his own guy. If he's going to say that this is Ronnie from the Howard Stern show, I could see Howard's point.
But, I mean, it's a Howard TV event. He's saying Howard TV up there.
I don't know. I'd be curious to talk to some of the people. Do they think are they getting some part of the Howard Stern show? Or they think it's going to be a big comedy show? Or if they go expecting to hear some guy just yell at them the whole time, well, then they deserve it.
Gary, what do you think? Should Howard be upset by this? He said he doesn't want to associate himself with that kind of guy.
The thing is, I think that Ronnie's sort of getting mixed signals because Ronnie hasn't really changed too much. He's always sort of been like that. I think that Howard's perception of how he'd like to be received by the audience might be changing a little, which he's totally entitled to, by the way. And so maybe one day he wasn't paying attention. One day he woke up and somebody sent him the tape. It's like, oh my God, that's who's out there representing me. I'm not sure that I'm crazy about that anymore.
So you think Howard has changed, not Ronnie?
Yeah, to some degree, and I think that's perfectly fine for somebody to change.
Just so everyone knows, that is the guy that shows up at all the parties that we have.
But if you go to dinner with Ronnie, or if you just hang out with Ronnie, that's not the guy you hang out with.
No, because normally that's before that guy comes out. When he gets a little drunk, then suddenly forget about it.
All right, Ted, let's take a break. We'll try and get Ronnie down here to refute some of what Scott said, calling him borderline stupid. Ronnie just joined us, and Ronnie, we were talking to Scott about him calling you borderline stupid. And he's backed off of that a little bit, but you went after him pretty hard today.
What do you mean by backed off a little bit? What does that mean?
Well, he was trying to... Well, Scott, you should speak for yourself. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I already did it once. I can't. I don't know.
I think he said that he doesn't think you're book smart, but you drive well.
No, that was a joke. I think that, to say you're borderline stupid is certainly an exaggeration. All I was saying is if we were going to
Why would you say it at all, then?
They asked me the question. Who is rank everyone around here. And I had just got done hearing you do your poem, and I didn't think it sounded very good.
You just got done hearing me do my poem.
You had just said you had
I did my poem at the Christmas party. That was December 15th.
Yeah, the first one. The first poem about the winter. It's
yeah,
cold.
okay. You had just heard that?
You just said it on the air. And that
what? You're getting caught up. What we played was taped about a month ago with DePace as well. So he's saying when he was interviewed, he heard you it was a day or two after he heard you do your poem.
Oh, okay.
But Scott said, if you took the SAT, he doesn't think you do very well.
As well as most
can I ask you a question? What at this point in my life, does that matter now?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
Same thing with an IQ test. What is that going to do for me?
I agree with you.
And what did it do for you, except to find out that Will is smarter than you?
That's debatable.
He passed it. He got a higher score, didn't he?
Still don't know how he did it.
I don't know, man.
Really?
I know it bothered him.
You can't get over the fact that he may be smarter
than you? No, it bothered him badly, man.
There was that whole news story.
Which turned out not to be true.
Well, I don't know.
Do you think Will cheated and that's why he got more than you?
Look, I know he called me the day before he took it in a panic.
We all did. We were all. I called Howard in a panic the day. We all were in a panic, except for you.
And he called me in a panic, wanting to know everything about the test. And then he did a lot of research on it. I don't know. Look, he's a smart guy. I never said he wasn't. I just, the 131.
You can't just say he scored better than you on the IQ test.
I told you, it bothers him to no
wow.
end.
And that's your friend.
Maybe. All right, he probably did get the one.
I don't know.
Is there anyone here you feel is smarter than you?
I think everyone's smart.
Answer my question. Is there anyone here that you feel is smarter than you?
Is there anyone here whose intelligence intimidates me? No.
Is there anyone here who you feel is smarter than you
are? I don't know. How do I know that?
Is
anyone here a scientist? No.
It's a gut guess.
Gut guess? I'm sure there is.
But who would it be then?
It could be.
It's not Robin. It's not Fred.
Could be
Obviously.
Will.
Could be Will.
It could be Howard.
Mm-hmm.
It could be John.
But wait a second. So if you're doing the IQ test, throwing all the jokes out the window, John and I scored 1 point below you. It's a veritable.
John was a couple more than.
No, John and I are the same.
Oh,
1 point. It's a veritable tie. You don't think that we're all around the same intelligence, or do you think that 1 point really makes you so much smarter than John and I?
It was a really hard point.
No, I'm being serious.
I mean, you're the same as I am. It's obvious that the test. I mean, I don't know any other barometer than the IQ test. So what am I to say? You're right in the same family as I am.
No, but that's because it sounded like you were going a different way. But we were saying, who do you think here could be?
You said, what's my gut on who could be smarter than I? I don't think you're smarter than I am. That's my gut.
That's okay. I'm just wondering if there's anybody else that could be.
I don't know. I'd have to go through the whole list do
you think you're the smartest guy in the TV room, as a for instance?
Yes, no. Maybe.
Who was the no?
Goodstein, Ganji. failing.
You think Andy might be smarter than you?
No. I'm smart.
Those were the yeses.
So, Ronnie, you agree? Scott doesn't think anybody here is smarter than he is.
Yeah, I agree.
I just said you could be, John.
And that,
you said it, but you didn't mean it.
Well, wait a second. John and I have the same IQ, so why could he be smarter than you, but I couldn't?
Well, I think yours is swayed in the memory category, which I don't value.
You don't know what
you have the Fred problem, Gary.
But you don't know what John scored high.
I don't know, Gary. I don't know. You're asking me these questions. I don't know. There's no way to judge.
Yet
Let's cut our brains open.
There's no way to
I
judge, yet somehow you managed to.
Well, of course. I mean, you're asking me for a gut feeling. I'm not willing to say my gut says that you're smarter than I am.
Well, what would make you say I was stupid?
What do you think made Howard, Robin, and Fred at times call you stupid?
I never heard him call me stupid.
Hey, well, stupid's a strong word. I've said that. All right, so let's back away from stupid. Let's say not as intelligent as they are.
Yeah, because of grammar and stuff, and the shit I do with my appearances. That's drinking, okay? The shit I do with my appearances is having a good time.
Ronnie, why?
And if you've never been to one of my appearances either, everybody is having a good time, believe it or not.
I don't think anybody questions the fact that people are having a good time. If you watch the video, everyone's having a great time. But Howard seemed to say that this Ronnie Mund, he doesn't want to be any part of. He sort of wants to disassociate himself from you because you're representing the show in a way I guess he's not a fan of.
Okay.
Do you understand where he's coming from?
I understand. I understand where he's coming from, but if you're not there to see the actual appearance and what's going on and how drunk everybody is there, I'm not even talking about me. I'm talking about the people that are there. You're in a club with 2,000 people there in this club, and they're all one is drunker than the other. It's everybody's having a good time. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't see people coming to a strip club and going, this is disturbing.
Nobody was insulted. I could tell you that.
Do you feel
I didn't insult anybody, I promise you.
Well, do you feel when you do these appearances, you're sort of giving the people what they want, like what they come for?
I think so, because it's a wild party is what it was. This wasn't a strip club. It was it was Lavo. It's a club.
It's a club.
One of the biggest clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
Gary, when we have parties and Ronnie starts in with his yelling, what do you think of that?
I'm amused.
You're amused.
Yeah, I don't go, oh, there's dumbass Ronnie. I think I'm amused. I think it's funny. I've known
sometimes it goes on a little long.
I haven't been to a lot of those. Like the last time I really witnessed Ronnie genuinely out of control for any length of time. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. It was that Valentine's Day party.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where that was like really bad.
See, and that's fun. But then
that
when
was like he was drunk at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 2 o'clock.
When everyone else starts jumping in, like Phelan starts yelling, and it becomes just a shout fest for no reason. I just want to stick a fork in my
No, I get that.
But Howard feels that Ronnie's reflecting poorly on him. Like Ronnie is a reflection of his persona and who Howard is.
I guess it depends on how he's billed. If he's billed Ronnie from Howard Stern show, then maybe that could. But if everyone's
actually,
liking
this time I was billed as Ronnie from Howard TV.
Right.
Yeah, you think Howard TV bears some of the responsibility here, Ronnie?
Well, I don't. What, for me yelling?
Like, are they encouraging you to do more of that, or are you doing that on your own?
No, I think listen. Howard TV loves it. Okay, for the mere fact that they get content out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They get a TV show, behind the scenes show, whatever.
Is that in your head when you're up there?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just I'm having fun. Everybody was having fun,
and I have to.
And the girls were having a blast on stage dancing. They were most of them were high as a kite. They not drunk. Not right. I don't know if high as a kite, but they were having a great time dancing. They wanted to win. The girl who won was thrilled.
And I take it back. Ronnie, I hate to keep bringing up bad times. It wasn't
They're not bad times to me.
It wasn't the Valentine's Day thing. It was Bubba's wedding.
Well,
the
yeah,
last time I saw him bad.
That was a bad time to me.
That was really the last time.
That I remember when the night ended, and I went back to my hotel room, and I sat there by myself, and I said, I am definitely fucked here.
What are your two egos again?
I knew it.
What is it? It's Ron and
Ronald.
Oh, Ronald. So you should try doing one of these events as the nice guy. What's that guy, Ron?
Yeah, nobody wants to come
They
and see
wouldn't
that.
like me then.
Let's have some respect for the women.
They're not paying to see Ronald. They're
And I
paying
didn't
to see
call
Ronnie.
the girl a shit ass. I'm telling. Oh, it was chit. I didn't say shits. I said chicks.
John in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show. How you doing, John?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
I just kind of want to defend Scott here a little bit, which is kind of strange for me because I seem to never agree with him.
Okay. Thank you.
But Scott, I think he's kind of right. I know these are co-workers of yours, and it's very hard to call somebody that you work with stupid. But all the fans even know it's funny for the show to hear, like Ronnie's poetry and that whole thing where they were going to give Ronnie another show, and they called it More Ronnie, and he didn't even get the joke for a week. He is kind of...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's kind of...
No, I got the joke. I said it right away. Moron.
I said... It took a while to get it. Somebody had to explain it to you, and you came in and confronted Howard a day or two later and said, you guys are making fun of me behind my back. But, I mean, it's funny, but I think he put the wrong one lowest. I think Sal is definitely the lowest. He can't even pick out the U.S. on a map.
He's just not educated. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, that is kind of, you go through, if you graduate high school and you don't pick up some of the material, that is kind of stupid, don't you think?
Stupid of the school to give him a diploma.
Well, and Sal gets very insulted if anybody calls him stupid.
That's his Achilles heel. If you say Sal's stupid, it's very upsetting to him. But he's right. And Sal's move is, what do I need to know where Florida is? What am I going to use it in my daily life?
Right.
I get on a plane, they take me there. What the fuck do I have to pick it on a map?
All right, thanks for calling in, John. So are you two okay now?
I apologize to Ronnie.
Yeah, which I know took a lot for Scott to apologize to somebody.
Did you think it was a sincere apology?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah, I thought it was very sincere because I heard from little flies on the wall that he was upset about the whole thing after it went down.
Really?
Oh, then you're full of shit. Then your fucking apology doesn't mean nothing. Then
no. Wait, whoa. I mean, I wasn't pouting in the room.
No, I didn't say you were pouting. Did I say you were pouting?
I was upset that you were upset.
Bothered you. I said it bothered you.
I didn't like.
Yeah, okay.
You and I were always good. I don't want to.
I've never had a bad word with you, but you know what? Last night the funny thing was when he said it yesterday. And John Lieberman, I think, came to me and asked me about it, and I just, what the hell you're talking about? I didn't even know that he did an interview about, he was doing a story like this. But I went, now, I never hear the news stories, but now you can go on Twitter and listen to them. So I went and listened to it in the afternoon. I heard it on Twitter, on my phone, and it's like, what the fuck, man? what is with this guy? It bothered me all night. And I was just hoping it would come, because I had to explode today on this. I
could tell.
Now, if
you're unleashed.
If you didn't go in for because Howard brought you in for the Vegas stuff, would you have gone up to Scott and told him that, it kind of pissed you off what he had to say?
I would have waited because I knew sooner or later it would have probably came up on the air because I know Lieberman was going to headline it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have came up then, and then I would have, went in. But, no, I don't think I would have confronted. Every Howard likes, like he said this morning,
on the air.
He loves fights. He loves it. He thrives on it. And
Hey, Ronnie, if you were asked if you had to pick a stupid person on the staff, who would you?
Benji, I wouldn't call anybody stupid.
That's
I wouldn't do it.
Okay, that's
even
what
if I thought you were the dumbest fucking person in the world, I don't do that, and I don't tell people I hate them either.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, the subject came up of me screwing something up. I deleted some important material Howard was trying to play. I went in, I admitted it, and eventually he got mad but apologized, so check it out.
I think we should start with something that happened at the end of the show, which was Scott Salem deleting Howard's page. And the way Howard handled it, because you heard the anger, he yelled at Scott, he was all pissed off, and then a caller called in, and 10 minutes later he's apologizing for the way he treated Scott. But that's just a screw-up, Gary, that I was surprised. I thought it was going to go on for longer, and I wonder if Scott's heard the last of it.
It would have gone on for longer 15 years ago. I felt for Scott, and I felt for Howard. First of all, I need to explain to folks that all the pages that we have, the Gary page 1, JD page 2, all that stuff, as the show goes on, we play Howard all these bits, and Howard takes the best of these bits and he pulls them over to, it's called the cart rack, but I call it the on-deck circle. And Howard moves things around. He's like, okay, I'm going to play this and this and this, and this is the order. And so to go back and recreate that is near impossible because I gave him so much stuff this morning, I'm not positive I remember what was on his pages, and I don't always see what he pulls over. So Howard's like, and it's not just for today. If we didn't get to it today, it's waiting for him on Monday, and he constantly recreates that page. So I felt for him that went away. Hey, there goes Tom Green. What's up, man? I felt really bad for him that went away, but I felt really bad for Scott too because it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, and Scott said that. He said, I hit the wrong button. I made a mistake. But for it to happen at that point in the show, the way Howard was feeling, it's just not good.
It would have been worse if it happened at the beginning of the show because we would have lost. Howard at least got to play a bunch of the stuff that was on there.
Right.
But it's not good for anybody involved. But when I sit in there, I think of the days when I was under fire like that, where I know I fucked up. And there's nothing you can say or do. You fucked up, and you just have to sit there and take it, and you just don't know when it's going to end.
But aren't you better off just copping to it as Scott did, not pretending there was some weird thing that happened or a glitch? Or it just
absolutely. But sometimes that's worse because you're copping to it, and you're like, I know, man, I fucked up. I'm so sorry, and he just doesn't care. You know, what else can you do? You just have, it's like you're getting the shit kicked out of you, and you put your hands over your face and keep taking the punches until it stops.
And Scott took it, but the bowling thing came up again. And when Howard starts hitting you with that, you wonder, what subtext is going on.
And again, I used to take that all the time. It could be like I would fuck something up, and Howard would bring up an appearance I did a month ago. Oh, well, maybe you weren't at the car show a month ago. Maybe you'd get this shit right. And I was like, and so he grabs whatever weapons he can.
Yeah, and then you're thinking, is it on his mind still? And then it starts playing games in your head.
Well, Jason and I had this interesting conversation. I guess the reason why I'm so sensitive to the whole Scott thing is because I said to Jason, I remember those days, and Jason said, I said it would really hurt. And he said, well, but after when you went to break, Howard said I was just kidding around. I go, never. And Jason goes, God, as a listener, I just always assumed that you and Howard had this thing. And I go, no, we just sort of moved on. It was sort of unspoken, except sometimes I didn't know whether he was still mad or not.
Did you ever get an apology like that? Like Scott got today? That quickly?
Yeah, but all more recently. I think so, but I'd say 90% of the time I didn't. 95% of the time I didn't.
And I wonder with Scott and the dates, I know he's doing the block party and the bowling and stuff like that. Does he think twice about doing it, or is Scott just so beaten down he takes it and he moves on because he knows eventually it's going to pass?
The second.
Yeah, I think so too. Were you impressed by how Scott handled himself in there, Benji?
That the more feeling was I felt horrible for him because it's like it's just like I thank God I'm not in a position like that. Something like that could happen. It sounds like it was like just a total mistake, and I understand what Howard's point of view is. Like when you write a term paper and someone erases it.
That's right. That's exactly what it's like. It's really all the funny stuff for the day. And in his mind, he said, if I take this, it's like a puzzle. I'll take this and this and this and put it all together. It's going to work.
Yeah, and poof, it's gone.
Right.
So you understand where the anger is coming from. And Scott, that's one of those situations where you made an honest mistake. There's nothing you can do. Are you surprised he turned around and apologized to you so quickly?
Yeah, a little surprised. He probably wouldn't have done it if the caller didn't push him into it, but I was a little surprised. I didn't need that. I mean, I would be just equally as pissed off as he was. It's something that I did that shouldn't happen.
So after you hit the button and you realize what happens, what's going through your mind?
Oh, fuck. Shit. I'm like, God damn it. So I said, I can't just not tell anybody and let it go, and hopefully things won't show up.
Scott came to me. I was supposed to tell Howard during the break, and we had like this 45-second break where I was talking to him about a contest, and I just didn't get to it.
He found it without you telling him?
That's right.
Oh, that's even worse. But I did go to Gary right after it happened. I said, listen, I deleted a page by accident. I just want you to know. I didn't just leave.
Oh, no. Yeah, he fessed up to it, but there's nothing you can do.
That was the only thing I could have done. I mean, so, yeah, I felt really bad. It's not something that, I do.
What about the bowling comments and the block party comments and the other things that Howard said when he was sort of getting on?
You know when you get mad and you're in an argument with somebody, you just bring up shit and you throw it around, and, whatever.
Like, when you're talking to your wife and you call her a cunt and a whore? Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
No, but that's almost what it's like. It's like all bets are off.
Yeah. So
I would hate to fight with Howard in real life.
The bowling and the block party have nothing to do with what I do here. So, I mean, they're associated, but in terms of doing my job here, no, I didn't fuck up because I do those other things.
We have a hit TV show lady here, Chelsea Handler. We're going to bring her in.
Oh, one of those hit TV show ladies.
That's right. Something wrong with that? No.
Good morning, Chelsea.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Your big debut.
I know. I'm very, very excited.
Nervous at all?
No.
Just curious. I read this.
No. I don't get nervous very often. Should I be?
No. Here, right this way, Chelsea. You guys used to be co-workers of sorts.
Who, Howard and I?
Yeah. When he was on E.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't on E when Howard was on E. I don't
You guys
think.
never crossed paths?
No, never.
But so what's going on with you? What's new?
Well, I'm here. I'm in New York. I woke up about 30 minutes ago.
That's got to be tough for a West Coast-based person like yourself.
It is. It's very tough. I was wondering how he does this job every day. It's something that would not be good for me. I'm not a morning person.
I don't think he is either, but
I don't think anyone's really a morning person,
No.
except for babies.
I don't think 4 in the morning is really, yeah, you're right, isn't good
No.
for anyone except for...
But it feels good to have a camera 3 inches away from my face.
I know, I was hoping I'd get even closer to you.
Would you like to go inside me?
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, I'll leave you alone, Chelsea. Good luck.
Thanks.
I watched the first 2 episodes of her TV show, the sitcom. It's actually pretty good.
You know, so the show is based on her books, her life in the 20s when she was sleeping around like a maniac.
Those books sold insane numbers.
Insane numbers means what?
A lot of books.
At one point,
what's a lot
she
of
had
books?
3 books. They were 1, 2, 3 on New York.
You got it, my
Times. She's dated 50 Cent for briefly.
He did some stuff on her show too.
She was in a Twitter feud with Nick Cannon. She said she discovered masturbation in 3rd grade. She's a big drinker. She got a DUI when she was 21, but she's proud. She has Belvedere as one of her sponsors. Her mother was a Mormon. Her father was Jewish. Grew up in New Jersey. The other thing, if you see that, the first line from her book, when she was 7, she walked in on her parents having sex. She saw her mom jumping around naked in a nurse's hat while her father chased her with a bandana around his neck.
All right.
You know she doesn't play. She plays her older sister on the sitcom too. Another girl
that's
plays
weird.
her.
Howard, it's weird because they got a younger, hotter chick to play her, but she's the older sister.
I got it. Chelsea Handler is very successful on the E! Network. She is also very successful. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi.
There you are. Chelsea is very successful also as an author. She has sold 3 books, and now the 4th one is coming out, right?
No, the 4th one came out about a year ago.
Okay.
But thanks for fact checking.
Yeah, it's early and I'm tired. And
You're tired. I don't know how you do this. This is brutal.
It's brutal, but I'm only doing it 3 days a week now. But now with my new America's Got Talent judging duties.
Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
That's
Now
phenomenal.
We're part of the same family now, you know. Aren't you on NBC?
I am.
You are, so
Think
there we
so.
go. Yeah. So, but when you, I mean, I'm all over the place right now, but when you write 4 books and 3 of them are bestsellers, at one point...
4 of them are bestsellers.
4 of them are bestsellers.
I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything or be conceited, but that's just,
But, you know,
that's
the
just the
numbers
bottom
are the
line.
numbers, right?
When the last book came out, it was like a $6.5 million advance.
Was it? I didn't
Was
get
it?
paid then.
You didn't get paid that. That was the rumor.
No. I didn't get $6.5 million. I think that was like Tina Fey or someone.
But not you.
No, I don't remember what it was, but it was not that.
Your success, though, now is pretty astronomical. And I remember the first I heard of you was when you started on E!
Right, because you were good friends with Ted Harbert.
Well, I don't like Ted. I feel Ted's a phony. But that was my assessment of him. I knew him in college. We were on the college radio
At
station.
BU?
At BU.
Uh-huh.
He was a year younger than me.
Yeah.
And I remember that you got the job at E! Television. You had your own show. But the thing was, I had heard that you were dating Ted at the same time. So I assumed, he's throwing his girlfriend on television.
Right.
So when you do that, when you go on, so everyone was against you, I'd imagine. True? I mean, did you have that
Everyone
feeling?
except for Ted.
Right. Ted was your champion. You broke up with him a long time ago.
Yeah, I got really, yes.
Are you still friends with him?
Well, I wouldn't call us friends. I mean, we email, I'm in the city, so I emailed him. He emailed me a question about something, and I emailed him back. Kind of my friends and I were sitting around saying, wouldn't it be funny if we called Ted and had him meet us for drinks?
Why is that funny?
Just because Ted is, Ted. He's just kind of like that kid in school who, yells out the answer before anybody else has a chance to, who's just like, he's just a nerdy guy and he wants to fit in and be one of the cool kids. And he would come to like writers meetings at the show at Chelsea Lately. And he was he wanted to be in on the joke, and he was kind of the joke, He was just he's a very, very silly guy, and he's not the most, what you said earlier, he's not the most, he tries very hard, so I have some sympathy for him.
Were you in love with him?
At some point, yes.
You were, and he was your boss.
Well, the show started before he and I got together. When we were collaborating on the show, that's when he was separated from his wife, and he was kind of, after me, and I was like, okay. And I, at the time, I was... this was like 5 years ago or something. I thought there was something kind of interesting about him. He's very smart.
Right.
He knew a lot about TV, And then I moved in with him, and I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. So,
Is that what killed the relationship? Because you were working together, he was your boss, then he moves in, and you need your space.
Well, yeah, I would come home from work. I would do my show. And I would come home from work, and he's like, do you want to watch your show? And I'd be like, no, I just came from my show. Like, I don't want to watch myself on television.
So that kills the relationship. Does that always kill a relationship for you when a guy moves in? Are you just such an independent, strong woman that you can't live with a guy?
I would probably say that that's true. I mean, he's the only man I've ever lived with, and I don't think it's very hard to live with someone. I live with my brother and a lesbian from Dallas right now in Los Angeles. I like people in my house, but I don't necessarily want somebody in my room all the time.
So you're one of those people, like people might think you're a loner, but you're actually a people addict. You need someone around all the time.
Yeah.
But
probably.
You try to act like you're independent.
Yeah,
but not a relationship.
No, I like relationships. I like short-term relationships mostly, or long-distance relationships under the right circumstances. But I come from a big family, so I like to have everybody around me. I like people to know they're there. If you want to interact, you can walk downstairs, do whatever. Or if you want to go upstairs and be alone, you can do either. I definitely don't like to be alone in a big house.
Freedom is a big deal for you then. Is it freedom?
I like to fly around, do whatever I want, bring my friend. I always bring a lot of people with me.
What is it that you do that you have to do that a guy could hold you back from doing?
Masturbate. I masturbate all day long.
Do you?
No, I don't, actually.
Right.
I never masturbate, actually.
You used to masturbate a lot when you were younger,
yeah,
right?
I did. Before I knew what I was doing was masturbating.
Right. And
that was on a playground, so it was totally legal.
And when you masturbated, what did you think about? Would you think about guys you wanted to have sex with or guys you had sex with?
No, I was 8, so I wasn't having sex.
No, you were masturbating when you were older.
No. I had a thing. I had a thing, like, on the play. When you're a little girl and you discover, like, you're riding on the monkey bars, and then all of a sudden the bell rings, and you're like,
right.
I can't go back to class. It's not even about sex. It's just about that sensation.
The release.
Yes.
But as a teenager, you didn't masturbate?
No. I kind of always thought masturbating was just like, I don't want to sit around like jerking off. I thought it was a waste of time, and I figure if I'm going to have sex with a guy, I'll have sex with a guy.
Were you popular? You're very pretty. Were you popular in high school? Because as a comedian, I would think, it's sort of a fine line. Like, you've got to be a hard ass, you got to be this and that and the other thing, and at the same time, you were the pretty girl. And everyone would say, well, pretty girls can't be funny.
Well, I was a little chunky. I wasn't fat or anything, but I definitely wasn't popular. I would go in and out of groups. Like, I would be in, like, the popular group, and then I would do something, and they would all hate me. And then I would go into, like, the less popular girls, and then somehow I would piss them off, and then I'd, like, just switch schools.
But you make it seem like you were out of control. Like, you were proud of the fact that you had a DUI when you were 21 years old. Like,
I wasn't proud of it. I just wasn't lying about it.
Right. You were upfront.
I'm a big proponent of just say what your shortcomings are and be honest about who you are. As long as you're honest, then nobody can ever say, oh, you fucking lied to me. I'm like, listen, any guy I date, it's like, well, I want to know about your history. It's like, well, it's in the book. I talk about it very openly.
It's liberating, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I don't like liars at all.
You are who you are.
But sometimes when you admit something in a book, and then someone brings it up, like in an interview, or your friends bring it up, and all of a sudden you oh, shut up. I don't want anyone to know that. I've written things in my books that I go, oh, fuck, why did I write that? Because then it's out there. I guess I was in some sort of la-la land where I thought, no one will ever bring this up to me, you know? Like,
Right.
it'll all be quiet. I'll never have children one day, this kind of thing.
Right.
And then it all bites you in the ass, doesn't it?
Well, that's why I'm not going to have any children.
Right. You know that for a fact.
Yeah, I got my tube set on the way here this morning.
Perfect. I knew it.
was a-
You looked a little...
You're the perfect girl.
Peeking. Where'd you grow up? In Boston?
Livingston, New Jersey.
Oh, Livingston, New Jersey. And you're growing up, and you're in the in crowd. You're out of the in crowd. But men play an essential role in your life. Are you always the girl with a boyfriend?
No, I mean I have relationships, and then I take nice long breaks in between. Like when Ted and I lived together for 4 years, and I literally woke up one morning. And I hadn't been drinking for like 2 weeks because I was getting ready for this Shape cover photo shoot, like with that magazine. And I hadn't been drinking. And so my mind was like, I was almost hallucinating because I drink on a regular basis. And I was.
So you had like the DTs?
So, no, but I was just so clear headed. You know, when you don't drink for a while, you're just like.
Reality looks
you're
kind
like,
of weird.
oh my God, wait, what the hell am I doing? And I literally woke up and I looked at Ted. I'm like, I got to go. I'm like, I'm taking the dog and I'm moving out. I go, this is it.
That was the breakup.
Yeah, that was it. And he was like, Chelsea, you know, he's like, you haven't been drinking in 2 weeks. You're not thinking clearly.
You need to drink. So do you really drink that much?
No, I just drink. I don't get drunk very often, but I do drink regularly. Like
What
I don't
does that
drink
mean?
Monday. Like I won't drink usually if I'm working on my show, you know, which is almost every week. I don't drink like Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday and Saturday I'll drink, and then Sunday I start again, no drinking.
What are you drinking vodka? Are you drinking
Vodka mostly.
Do you
Or
drink
tequila.
wine or something?
Sometimes I have a glass of wine. If I'm just going to dinner and I'm not like going out, I'll just have a glass of wine.
And when you're drinking vodka, I mean, are you drinking a couple of drinks a night?
Yeah.
And do you think there's a problem?
No.
You don't. You don't think you're an alcoholic?
No, I don't have an alcoholic's personality. No, I've never really worried about that.
Have you ever been tested for like I went through
For
some
AIDS?
no for well that of course.
No, I just don't want to know.
Do you make these guys wear a rubber when they bang you?
I make everybody give me an AIDS test whenever I start a relationship.
You do?
And yes, I use protection as most of the time.
I met you this summer. You were going out with a guy. I guess that's ended. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's over.
That's over. You were going out with him. He doesn't wear a rubber when he bangs you?
We didn't have sex. We were just seeing each other for 9 months. We just kissed.
Is that it? No, come on. When a
No,
guy
we had protected sex.
You did?
Yes.
But why
would you think that we wouldn't?
Because you give him the AIDS test. And then sort of he's clean, I guess, of all diseases, and you are.
But I don't want to get pregnant either.
Right.
So, and I'm not on the pill.
And you would never take the pill.
No.
Because why should you put chemicals in your body? And
Well, right. I already drink all the time. I don't need the pill on me.
Right.
Like, I have enough stuff.
So it seems to me there's a weird dichotomy here. You want to be healthy, you want to get in shape for like a magazine cover, but at the same point, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to drink, and I don't care about calories and all that other stuff. Do you care about your appearance?
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, I feel like, when you work really hard, you're allowed license to also play really hard, and I play very responsibly. I'm not running around at these clubs falling down like Paris Hilton. I don't operate like that.
Right.
I'm at home most of the time, or I'm at my friends' houses, or I'm at a dinner. It's kind of a more civilized. It's not like I'm 25 anymore. I'm 36, so I work out every day. I do Pilates every day, but when I want to drink, I drink. I don't make myself crazy.
And when you and I have this dilemma too. When you start to get famous and you're accepted by show business, so to speak, you've got the sitcom now going on, and the TV show is doing well, and the books are doing well, and you're making a lot of money. So people want to be friends with you, like a Jennifer Aniston. I know you're close to her, and there's some other, I don't know who else, like Reese Witherspoon, I've heard you mention with. All of a sudden, do you start to worry, I can't be so honest about them. I can't be honest about show business and the people because you're known for making fun of all these people. There's that weird thing where you start going to all these parties, and then you worry about walking in the room, and people are going to go like, oh, there's that bitch who made fun of me,
Well, that happens. I mean.
Do you get yelled at?
No, no one yells at me. I think no. I mean, that would be really funny though.
Would it be funny?
Screaming at me. Well, it would be funny because they would look like a total asshole. I mean,
Right.
if you're taking me seriously, then you're an asshole anyway. It's
Right.
not a serious program.
But you take it seriously when somebody says something about you and they say something negative.
Not
you get
really.
very hurt.
No, I don't ever respond to stuff like that.
Didn't you get into some Twitter war with Nick Cannon or something?
Yeah, no, I told Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said he was going on a comedy tour, and I wrote, "Who's doing the comedy?" and then he went nuts.
Right.
But
And-
I never responded again. I mean, I'm not going to fight with Nick Cannon.
Right.
Isn't that going to be your coworker?
Well, he is the star of the show. He's the.
Is he the star of the show?
Well, I guess
he's the host.
he's the host. He's the host of the show.
Yeah. And then this is the best part.
Right.
Then after I did that, I had to do some satellite radio tour for After Lately, my other show on E. I
Right.
had to do this like morning satellite tour, and it's like 4:00 in the morning, and you're doing stations on the East Coast. You're totally out of it. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like on my BlackBerry, and all of a sudden I'm on Nick Cannon's show, and he's like, "Well, what do you think of Nick Cannon?" I'm like, "I don't know. Who's Nick Cannon?" And he's like, "I'm Nick Cannon." He's like, "You went off on me on Twitter," and I said, "Actually, I didn't. I just made one comment, and then you went nuts." And I go, "And now you're an asshole because you look like you're fighting with someone who's not even fighting with you."
But why is he not a funny guy? Like you said, well, who's going to do the comedy? I mean, I think that's a great line, but you probably don't even know his comedy, right?
Well, I don't, and
Right.
that's also a good point. That's relevant. But anyone who's married to Mariah Carey, I'm pretty sure doesn't have a great sense of humor. I mean, let's be
Right.
honest. I mean, she's ridiculous. I mean, what is she? What is her game plan?
Well, what do you mean? What is her game
I
plan?
mean, what kind of person operates like that? Does she? I mean, she thinks she's worse than like Elizabeth Taylor. She thinks she's like. I mean, she's just so ridiculous with her body. Like, you see her one day and she's like 50 pounds like heavier or light. I mean, what is she doing? I don't even understand like what hemisphere people like that operate in. There's nothing real about her and her Hello Kitty whatever.
Do you find that you're meeting more and more people like that? Are you getting more and more dragged out of reality now that you're in that Hollywood life? And I'm sure that you're at a lot of really cool parties and meeting a lot of very, very famous people. In a way, don't you sort of lose
that street cred?
Yeah, that or being grounded in a sense.
Do you feel like that when you hang out with famous people that you lose your street cred?
No, because I'm so warped and so damaged that I don't think anything could make me healthy ever and get me.
You're never going to feel like you fit in?
I think if the Queen of England knighted me, I still wouldn't feel like I fit in. I don't know what would.
You feel like that. You felt like that your whole life that you just do not fit in.
Yeah. Do you feel that way?
I feel like I fit in pretty much wherever I go. I mean, I've definitely, not because I have this huge ego. I honestly really don't take any of it very seriously. I think a lot of these people are ridiculous, and those people I would never befriend or pretend to. I'm not a fake person, and if I don't like someone, it's very clear to everyone in the room that I don't, and I have no problem, telling someone that I'd rather not be speaking to them or just walking away mid-sentence.
Are you a stand-up comedian? Is that how you started?
Yeah.
So when you're growing up in New Jersey, was your dream always to be a stand-up comedian?
No, that was like my worst nightmare.
What did you want to be?
I think I just wanted like people to hear what I had to say. Like I thought my opinion was very valuable at a very young age, and because I'm the youngest of 6, you just have to scream and yell to get heard. So that was definitely a part of the.
Were you a loudmouth?
Yeah, I mean.
And you would mouth off about everything. Did you ever go up on a stage and do stand-up for a career?
Yeah.
Was that your start?
Yeah, that's how I started. Yeah.
And you'd go up and you'd do your thing and you'd talk. Were you good at it?
I got good at it. I mean, yeah, in the beginning I had an easier time. I think if it had been more difficult in the beginning, I would have probably given up more easily. But I had an easy time, and then I went through the rough patch, like, a year into it, where I would bomb all the time.
You mean the first time you got up, you were good at it?
Well, I mean, I had like 15 friends in the audience too, so.
But where did you do that? Where did you go the first time?
The Improv on Melrose, and then the Laugh Factory.
Was it like, oh my God, I got to go do this? I better go take 50 drinks and get up on that stage?
Yeah,
How old were you?
I had to have like 8 margaritas, 20.
You were 20 years old, and you walked up on a stage for the first time.
Mhm.
Did you have stuff written down that you were going to talk about?
Yeah.
And you were really well thought out about this. And who inspired all of this in you? Was there some person or some comedian that you looked up to?
Well, David Hasselhoff.
He's funny.
Is a hero of mine.
So you laid down on the stage and started eating hamburgers drunkenly?
In an orange bathing suit.
Right.
No, I didn't want to do stand-up. It was just kind of like
What else to do?
I was auditioning and I was reading these people's lines. You know, you go into auditions and everyone's skinnier and prettier, and I'm like, I'm Jewish, and I'm never gonna be like a supermodel type girl, and I just didn't even have any interest in that. I just thought I wanted something where I could express my opinions and my point of view without anyone kind of editing me.
What do you mean you're Jewish? Your father's Jewish, not your mother.
Yeah, I was raised Jewish. I was bat mitzvah.
You were bat mitzvah and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what do you mean you were auditioning? You were going out and trying to get on TV
act?
shows?
Yeah, like to be an actress. Yeah, to go. And I was a terrible auditioner. I mean, I couldn't even. I mean, that situation was way more uncomfortable than going on stage where you could just do what you wanted, and then if you don't get laughs, you act like that was on purpose.
Did you begin to lose faith in yourself because you'd go out and audition for TV shows or commercials or whatever the hell? And did you begin to say, maybe I'm not a performer?
Yeah, all the time. I was like, oh my God, what if because I was waiting tables for 6 or 7 years. And
where?
Oh my God, everywhere. A place called Roasty, Shy of Venice, everywhere in LA. And I got fired from every job I ever had.
Why? Because you didn't listen to authority?
Because I would go off on people. Like if I didn't like if someone
the customers?
The customers and my managers.
Right.
Like my manager was this cokehead, and he would just run it, and it was like this luncheon place. It wasn't even appropriate to be doing cocaine at that time of day. And he was just
in front of the help.
Yeah. They'd be running around, he was like this Italian guy, he was like, he was clearly jacked to
so
the gills.
tweaked.
Yeah, and I just went off on him. I was like, can you just wait and do coke to when it gets dark out?
You can't tell your boss when to do coke.
A regular person.
Right.
Or I would go off on people if they left me crappy tips. I'd be like, you're an asshole. And, because, you'd have big parties, and people don't understand this in anywhere in tipping. And this is why I'm very sensitive to it, because I tip like 500% when I go out, because I know what it's like.
Right.
And you'd go, I had a table of these guys, and you always know it's bad when they start out like, we're going to take care of you. We got you tonight. Don't worry about us. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Means you're getting maybe 20% if you're lucky. There's not going to be anything over. Right.
And so we had these guys, and I was at this restaurant, Shy of Venice, in Venice, California, and he said, and this guy said that, and it was like an $800 bill. It ended up being like a bar tab. I worked in the bar, and it was a bar. It was a really nice restaurant bar. And so you have to pay taxes on that, especially when they pay with a credit card. You have to pay. People don't know that the waitress has to pay like 8% of that. So if you're not even tipping me 8%, I'm basically paying for you to go out to dinner.
Wow.
And so
I didn't know that.
Yes. So you have to pay a portion of your sales that are not in cash.
Right.
So the guys, he got money. I saw him collecting money from his whole group. And then, on $800, he tipped me like $10.
Wow.
And I went right up to him in front of everyone. And I was like, and his last name was some Jewish thing. And I was like, listen, it's Jews like you that give Jews like me a bad name.
Right.
And I said, just so you all know, he tipped me $10, took your money, tipped me $10 on $800, and probably pocketed the rest. So have a great night, and congratulations on your friend.
And you got fired for that. Well, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, you have a good point. In fact, I've gone to dinner with friends who I look over and I see what they're tipping, and I go, I would rather just pay the bill so I can give the waiter a decent tip.
Absolutely. I don't trust some of the people that I dine with to do the right thing by tipping. So people are always like, Chelsea, you have to stop paying. And I'm like, I'd rather settle this. And I don't like people talking about spending money, like paying, like, I'll get this, you get that. It's like, just someone pay.
Just somebody pay.
I'm not splitting it. I'm not 8, okay? We don't need to split this.
You know what I do? I sneak money into the thing after everybody's done.
A psychiatrist...
Say I have to go back to the table.
A psychiatrist might say to you that the reason you have to leave a 50 or 60% tip is that you need to be loved.
Yeah.
And you need to be sort of the star all the time, that you're not willing to be a regular person and leave 20%. You think that's accurate about you?
It sounds like somebody's been seeing a psychiatrist.
Oh, 5 days a week. Do you think that's accurate about you, too?
No, of course, there's some element of that. Of course, you want people to... I mean, it's kind of like buying people's... I like to lay down the groundwork for a place. This is very true. If I'm going to go back there, I want them to know, A, to always give me a good table, to treat me well, and that they're going to get a good tip.
Yeah, but what about your friends? You're paying for all of them all the time.
Well, I make more money than most of my friends, so it's just normal that I should pay.
But you're the star.
Yeah,
That's right.
No, that's absolutely true. Yes, it makes you kind of the center of attention, but that's not, after a while, you kind of... you kind of are the center of attention just by way of, we're all friends. I have a huge group of friends, and everyone has independent relationships without me. But yes, there is a definite, like, we go on vacation. It's like, you get the plane, you pay for I do that all because I like also to be the one that makes the call if I don't want to do something.
Was being famous really important to you?
Yes.
It was.
Honestly, it was.
If you hadn't been a success, would that have been very shameful for you with your family? Were they giving you pressure and saying, what the fuck are you doing with your life with all this performing? Maybe it's time, that you got...
running around.
Right. Yeah, seriously. Would that have been just the biggest shame to you?
Well, it would have been shameful to me. My family's pretty cool. They're very supportive of everything I do, and they always have been. I have lots of brothers and sisters, so we kind of have like, we all have... I spent the whole day with them yesterday at my sister's house in Randolph, and I have, we have a good family, but it was more important to me than anything, I think, because a lot of high school and, I spent a lot of times I was getting, bullied, not in a terrible way, like physical violence, but, emotionally. It's hard to be a girl in high school. And, I gave it out too. I wasn't mature. I wasn't wise. I gave it out too, but I got a lot of it.
But coming home and saying fuck you to all those people who bullied you is probably the greatest thing about becoming successful and famous, isn't it?
It's your motivation, definitely. For me, it was my impetus to become. I was like, wait till these bitches see what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a TV show, and then I'm going to have famous friends, and then you're going to see me, and then you get it. And the exact thing that you're discussing happened to me. I was performing at the Prudential Center in Newark like a year ago, and this girl, Allison Ubaldi, who was like the queen of Livingston High School, was backstage in my VIP room, where people get meet and greet, and I was
sucking
like,
up to you.
Yeah, and I saw her, and I was like, I remember you. You tortured me throughout high school. But by that time, you don't care about, you don't care about it anymore. It's not like I sit around thinking about Allison Ubaldi. Like, has 2 8-year-old twins and a fat Jewish husband. So I was like, well, great. Look.
But when it happens, it's wonderful because I remember a similar situation. There was a guy in high school who just would not be nice to me or my mother. We were in a carpool together.
Or your mother.
Or my mother.
That's worse.
It was just, he was just so fucking rude. And then one day I ran into him and he came up to me and he goes, you and I have so much in common. You have 3 kids. I have 3 kids. We should hang out. And I was like, you got to fucking be kidding me. You were a scumbag. But it somehow loses
its allure. Absolutely.
I thought it was going to be a great moment. I only felt bad for this guy. Like, I almost felt like he seemed like he was such a down loser. It almost didn't matter anymore,
That's exactly right. I mean, that's your impetus. And, when I say I wanted fame, as a young person, I did. I really wanted to be famous, and my real goal was because of, like, these girls. I wanted everyone to know I was special, that I was talented, that I was different, that I wasn't just, because my family was embarrassing. My dad was like a used car dealer. Our house was like the Sanford and Son of the neighborhood. It was fucking embarrassing.
Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, my dad's like a pig, and he's a really bright guy, but he's a pig. And he
is he still alive?
Yeah, I just was with him yesterday, watching him drool.
Your parents are still married?
My mom died like 5 years ago, but my dad killed her.
That'd be good for your sitcom.
Right. That'd be good for comedy. Right?
Yeah.
So, no, but I wanted fame. But once you get a little taste of fame and what it brings you, it's almost, I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like like a little goes a long way, because I have the perfect thing. I'm not in the tabloids. I don't get my photograph taken a lot. People are, I think most of the press think I'm like one of them. So I have kind of the best of both worlds, because I do pretty much whatever I want. I don't get followed on vacation. I don't get pictures.
Why is that, though? Why are you not, in a sense, more famous?
Well,
I mean, you're selling all these books. Your TV show is highly rated. And yet you're somehow flying under the radar.
I don't know, but it's pretty kind of fantastic when you think about it, because it works in both ways. Like, I get to go to great restaurants and get tables and get reservations where I need to, or the clubs I want to go to if I want to. Like, the other night this weekend we had a great. But it's they treat you well wherever you go. But I don't have paparazzi following me, so I'm like, God, it's a really good thing. Like, you want to be kind of, I think under the radar is a little bit cooler to be.
I do too, but I also think when you're hanging, but I think there's ways to be under the radar, and a lot of people who you see in the tabloids every week go out of their way. You think they don't, but they do. They go out of their way. You can stay out of that stuff.
Well, like people like Jen Aniston and Reese Witherspoon are not trying to get photographed. They honestly get followed. But people like the Kardashians or, Denise Richards, when she's standing in her high heels on a bikini at a pool, in a bikini at a pool. school, and you're
Right.
like, I mean, really, is that a candid shot? That
No
somebody,
way, yeah.
that somebody got of you.
Do you love reading the tabloids as much as I do?
No, I used
love
to.
it. Why? Because why not?
Because I used to, but every day at work, it's like, oh gosh, like they're all so because it's all made
It's
up.
all the same.
And it's all made up. I mean, I've read stories about myself that couldn't be further from the truth. So once you realize that it's all fake and just a story, and Brad and Angelina are like, who?
Jennifer doesn't want to get back with Brad.
Big surprise. Yeah, they're still talking.
But look how weird it gets too. I mean, you became friends with Jennifer Aniston, and I think you felt an emotional involvement with her, where you would go up on stage and say what you're feeling, and you'd go out there and say, you know what, Angelina Jolie is an asshole, whatever the hell you'd say.
But by the way,
but Jennifer then comes down on you and says, don't do that.
First of all, that's
all horseshit.
That's all horseshit. First of
Okay.
all, I was talking about Angelina Jolie ever since she made out with her brother.
Right.
So I've been making fun of her, and I've been doing that in my set on my act for like a couple of years. By the time I had just gone to Cabo with Jen, and so when I came back, they made it sound like Jen all of a sudden divulged all this. To this day, Jen and I have never even discussed what happened with Brad. It's just not even like on her radar.
Jen has a great ass. I'll tell you why. How I came to know this. I was at I was doing a benefit, and I forget what it was, but
It was the one for Paul McCartney. He was there, and
right.
it was David Lynch.
David Lynch Foundation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see a girl. I was with my wife. We were hanging out, and we were standing up. We're listening to some music, and I see, like 5 rows ahead of me, someone's ass. And I don't know. I'm not pervy like that, but I'm looking, and I go, oh my God, this is like the greatest ass I've ever seen on a woman.
She's got a pretty amazing body.
It was her ass.
Yeah, she's got a nice ass. I don't think anyone would debate that.
I don't think of her like that. I mean, I don't
Really?
see her as very sexual, and yet in person there was a whole thing going on there between me and her ass.
She's got a great body. Yeah, I mean,
Where's it at with you, though, with guys? Because I'm thinking you're intimidating to men.
I'm sure a lot of men really don't like me.
Because you're opinionated, you got to be able to hold your own with you. You've got a lot of really, great ideas.
Are you sarcastic and pithy like that in a relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like what I am. I mean, I'm like this all the time, but I love men. I really do. Like, I really love being with a man, and I'm not a cheater. Like, I don't like dating. If I'm dating somebody, even if it was like, 50 Cent.
You dated 50 Cent?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I did.
You had sex with him?
Yeah.
How was that? He seems like a stud, 50 Cent.
He's actually a lot different than you would think. He's very sweet.
Right.
He's really sweet. He's got this great big smile, and his energy's just like he's like a big black teddy bear.
Right.
You just kind of want to like jump on him. And I never, I wasn't really,
Was he the first black guy you ever were with?
No. I've been with black guys in high school and stuff. No, I've always had a little thing for black guys. I don't know really what it is. I think it runs in my family, but my dad likes black women too.
You inherited.
Yeah, I inherited the gene.
You say your dad likes black guys too.
It's an atavistic gene that I've inherited.
So 50 Cent gets in bed, you're not intimidated because he's a great rap guy, the myth with the big cock and the whole thing.
The shootings, the whatever.
You can handle all
Well,
that.
I mean, I thought it was kind of amusing that I would even be with 50 Cent. I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
It was.
Will you fuck a guy just because it's funny?
This is going to be a great joke.
No, honestly, I've considered having sex because I've been with my girls. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I just had sex with him?
But answer it honestly. Is it more exciting to be with a famous guy than a just sort of a businessman or something? Because even maybe the way your mind works is like, wow, I've got a good story here for a book. Like, not that you would give every gory detail, but there is something exciting in it, right? In the idea of you hooking up with a famous rap guy.
With a famous rap
or any famous guy.
Well, no, I mean, I don't like. I mean, first of all, I really try to avoid ever dating another celebrity because I don't. I just feel like that world is. I mean, look at everyone. Everyone's such a mess.
Right.
That world is just not real, and it's very hard to maintain a relationship when you marry. When you marry, or you get involved with another celebrity, and you're away. Everyone's away. I mean, it's fun for a little hookup, but it's not going to ever be anything serious. But I definitely didn't. No, I didn't have sex with 50 Cent for attention. No.
Was 50 Cent a one-nighter?
No, we dated for like a couple months, and then we had a falling out.
What was your falling out? I think you two have so much in common. Yeah, what do you? Did you call him 50 or 50?
No, I called him. Sometimes I called him 25.
Right.
And sometimes I called him Curtis. I think that's his name. Curtis.
Oh, if you're a girlfriend, you get to call him
Well,
Curtis.
I'm not going to call him Fitty. I mean,
Right.
come on. I mean, I'm a Jewish woman. Like, this is ridiculous.
And when you go over his house, there's a lot of black people there, right? And you're the only white girl sometimes.
Yeah, he was renting renting a house in Hollywood, and I live in Los Angeles, and so he was renting a house. He was doing an album, so he has like a whole little coterie of, well, probably that's not the right word, but whatever. His
Gang.
driver and
Gang.
no, but he's very clean cut. I mean, I don't know if he was lying to me, but he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't even drink alcohol.
Wow.
He doesn't smoke pot. He doesn't do anything that I like, and so I was
Do you like weed?
Yeah, I smoke weed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't smoke it a lot, but if it's available, I smoke.
Do you
it.
have medical marijuana?
I don't have a license for myself, but I have people give it to me.
Right.
The chocolate stuff.
You love it.
Which is very strong. So
Right.
I try. I can't really do that. But
And you don't get paranoid when you smoke?
No.
You're okay.
You get paranoid.
Yeah, I can't handle it. I can't handle a lot.
You're a mess.
I can't handle leaving the house.
What about alcohol?
I think I'm stopping drinking, but I've been drinking. I started drinking when I was 40, and I've been drinking ever since.
And what do you drink?
I just drink wine or sometimes vodka, but I'm thinking of stopping.
Well, you're really like calorie conscious, right?
Yeah, well,
you and Beth, aren't you guys kind of like?
But Beth drinks. She could care less about the calories.
Oh, okay.
She's a freak. She can eat and drink, and nothing happens
But why
to her.
are you thinking of stopping? What's the deal?
That's a whole nother
Probably
long.
just because it's one more thing for you to think about and obsess about.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I mean, it's a long explanation, and it'll take away from you. And this is about you.
Well,
so
the thing is, when you're thinking about drinking like that, their drinking is a problem.
yeah,
Well, a lot of
I
people,
like it a little too much.
Does your personality change when you have a cocktail?
No. I mean, I get happier.
Yeah, but that's great.
Yeah, and I relax a little
right,
more.
That's the point.
Yeah, and
So-
I've cut it down to like 1 or 2 drinks. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, actually, I suck cock when I drink. Okay. All right, I don't want to talk about it. So you're. Where were we?
50 Cent. We're talking about 50
Right,
Cent.
right.
So, okay, so he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke pot, he didn't do anything. So I thought that was refreshing. I was like,
Right.
oh, that's fun, because and so we hung
Did
out.
you still do all that stuff around him, or did you
Well,
try
I
to
always
stick
drink.
with
Yeah,
him?
I mean, I don't really like. I smoke pot once in a while, but yeah, I'd smoke pot around him. He just never wanted to. I mean, there's always someone around me who's got pot, so it's not hard to come by.
When you're going out with a 50 Cent, are you always aware of race? Are you always aware that he's black and you're white?
Well, yes.
It's constantly.
Well, I mean, how could I not?